Yes, Michael. I'll see you here after work. I love you, too. Bye. Where do I begin to tell the story of how great a love can be? The sweet love story that is...
Stop! I hate that song.
You have no appreciation of true love.
Yes, I do. It's musical comedy love I can't stand.
Jan, have you ever had everything in your life going right for you all at the same time?
Don't be a sap.
I'm not. I've been seeing Michael for a month now. He just got a promotion at the newspaper. I'm opening in my play in 2 days. My horoscope said everything's aligning perfectly.
You're not going to sing Aquarius now, are you?
No. As a matter of fact, I better save my voice for opening night. You are coming, aren't you?
Are you kidding? Who would want to miss a musical production about the history of the Philippines?
Imelda. Oh, it's going to be great. And that fantasy shoe number when those pumps come dancing out of the closet is a knockout.
I'm telling you, Amy, you are going to look fabulous in this skirt.
Yeah, Ginger, I don't know.
I know. Trust me. When Ginger St. James designs, the product shines. Ooh, I gotta get some little labels made.
Hey, what's this I hear? You're designing clothes again, Ginger?
Girl, I never stopped. I just went underground for a while. Anyway, I'm back now, and Amy's got me.
She's making me one of those poof skirts. Oh, I've seen those in the magazines. They're the ones that make you look like those dancing mushrooms in Fantasia. Okay, Ginger.
Look, listen, the mushrooms had a great look. It was those hippos in the tutus that did not know how to dress.
The secret of the plan is just to tell them that I love you, hey, a lot. And the world discovers as my book ends how to make till lovers or friends. You know, ladies and gentlemen, now I get to the new part of my show where I get to sell my book. Here it is, Man to Man, a bachelor's guide to successful dating. You know, ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing like snuggling up in bed with a good book. Well, there is, but she's busy tonight. Anyway, if you're in bed, at the doctor's office, or on the john, this is the kind of thing you want to be reading. I'll be taking orders out in the lobby, so check it out. If they asked me, I could write a book.
You can barely write your name.
Jen, I need your opinion.
Give up, go home, lie down, forget everything.
This book I wrote, it's been rejected by every publisher I sent it to.
What'd they say?
Something about punctuation, grammar, subverting the moral underpinning of an entire society.
Picky.
Yeah, what's wrong with this? I'll start with chapter 1. How to bag 'em on the first date.
Boy, you and Eric Siegel.
On a date, it's important to know what drink to order. Hard liquor, wine, or a beer with knockout drops.
That's enough for me.
That's enough for most women, especially if you like them semi-conscious.
Ginger, are you coming to the opening of Imelda?
Yeah, Amy and I are going. Girl, we wouldn't miss it for the world.
Oh, thank you. It's nice to know you have an interest in my career.
Huh? Your career? Oh, yeah. But it's that cast party I'm really looking forward to.
About the party, it's been canceled. Not enough money from advance sales.
Oh,
The show will still be good.
sure. And I love going to the theater for free.
About the comps, you have to pay. New policy.
Oh, I see.
You'll still go, won't you?
Sure. Now I'm just not looking forward to it.
Hi, Howard. How's it going?
I want to be alone on a tropical island with a good book and a bowling ball.
You're having a bad day at work and you're fantasizing to escape. Listen, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Well, listen, there's this little game you can play to help you with your fantasy. All right, now don't just think of one book. Try to come up with 3 different books. Howard, this is not as easy as it sounds. All right, after you've got your books, then think of 3 of your favorite songs. Only 3, that's all you can have. Now, after you've got your songs and your books, then you can move on to board games. Now, I've always been partial to Clue myself.
Amy, get off my island.
Yes, sir. Hey, are you going to Doc's play with Ginger? I don't know. Might be sick. What's the matter? Well, I'm afraid Ginger's going to make me wear that poof skirt she designed for me.
And you'd rather pretend to be sick than wear it?
Well, I don't want to hurt her feelings.
Amy, there's a slight hole in this plan. You see, if you don't wear this skirt sometime, you're going to have to pretend to be sick for the rest of your life.
You're right. What do you think's good? A headache?
Hey, Howard, if I wrote a book, would you read it?
If you read a book, I wouldn't read it.
Put aside your personal prejudice for a
I
moment.
can't do that, son.
Try, okay? Now imagine you're a bachelor.
Don't play with my head.
Howard, I wrote a book on how to score with women, and nobody will publish it.
I had a chef friend of mine wrote a lousy book, called it The Sensuous Spatula. Published it himself, something called Desktop Publishing. All you need is a computer and a printer.
Terrific. How many copies should I run off?
I don't know. How many friends have you got?
Well, let's see. One for me. I should run off at least one for protection.
Hi, Michael.
Hi.
That'll be right out.
Thanks. Gosh, you guys are so lucky you get to play with all that cash.
Hey, I'm counting here. Just broke $50. Under 50, the night's a bust. Over 100, I've done great. Anything in between is about as exciting as a bus ride with David Eisenhower. Oh, damn. $96.
I'll give you 4.
No, that'd be cheating. Hate to disgrace the uniform. Good night.
Good night.
Michael,
Hi.
hi. Ooh, ooh.
Did you have a good night?
Yeah, I made $48.
Nothing.
Do you know what tonight is?
No, I don't.
We went out for the first time 4 weeks ago tonight. It's our 1-month anniversary.
Oh, you see, 1 month. What's that, diamonds?
No, expensive dinners.
Look, before we go, there's something I need to talk to you about.
Well, let's talk over dinner.
Well, it could be a real mood buster. See, the guy that does theater beat for the paper quit today, and the editor wants me to fill in for him until he's replaced.
What's wrong with that? Sounds like he trusts you.
Well, he does. And he trusts me to do an impartial job when I review you and Imelda.
Oh!
Dot, it could get sticky.
Well, I don't see why. I mean, you've never seen my work, but I'm good. And I know we're involved, but it's your job not to think of me as Dot Higgins up on that stage. Think of me as Meryl Streep. No, Glenn Close.
Okay. I mean, we've always been honest with each other. I guess it'll be okay.
I can't believe this. I mean, my horoscope was right. My life is perfect. I've got a good relationship, and I'm going out for a big, expensive dinner, and I've got what every actress dreams of. My own personal reviewer.
You're watching It's a Living, right here on Super 18, Wisconsin's Super Station.
I've looked it over from all angles, and I don't see what could possibly go wrong with Michael reviewing me.
Dot, at least consider the worst-case scenario.
What worst-case scenario?
The one where he says you stink.
We have a strong relationship, and nothing is going to get in the way of it.
Not even a bad review?
Well, I don't think I have to worry about that. If I were Michael, I wouldn't risk writing one.
Amy, when we get home tonight, you're going to have your first fitting.
Oh.
Why do I get the feeling you're not excited about wearing this poof skirt?
Me?
Amy.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, of course you meant me.
So what? The skirt, Amy.
Oh, the skirt. Yes, I'm excited about wearing the skirt. It's the height of fashion, and it's made by one of my best friends.
Oh, good. It'll be ready just in time for you to wear it to Dot's opening.
Super. Oh, Ginger, could you feel my head? I think I'm getting sick. Feel warm to you?
Feels fine.
Oh, boy, worse than I thought. Runs in my family. So you feel just fine, and then 2 days later, you're flat on your back.
2 days, huh?
Yeah.
That's when the play opens.
Oh, well, hopefully I'll be okay. I'll take some extra C.
Come on, break. Where's Art?
In the freezer.
Don't you have a fire?
What do you want, Sonny?
Wanted to show him a copy of my book.
You bought a book?
I wrote a book.
Impossible.
Nothing's impossible if you put your mind to it.
Well, I suppose that would be your first stumbling block.
They laughed at Christopher Columbus.
Only because they thought he was misguided, not because they thought he was a moron.
Yeah, Mr. Howard, I took his advice, published it myself, used the Xerox machine at Louis' office.
You call this a book? It's awfully crude.
Wait till you read it. Gets even better.
Howard, when you were a bachelor, did you ever go trolling for women using a flashy suit as a lure, a winning smile as your hook, and $100 to seal the deal?
You really don't need the first two if you got the $100.
Sonny should be arrested. Imagine him trying to pass this rot off as reading material.
That's Sonny's book?
Oh, I don't want you reading it. You might get ideas.
Oh, let me see.
Now, you may be disappointed. There are no pictures.
Howard, if you were involved in a relationship...
Well, I am involved in a relationship.
Right. Sorry, I keep trying to block that out. Would you let Nancy review your cooking?
Well, she'd be biased, you know, it'd be unethical.
Perfect. Jan. Jan. Me? What's going on? You've been avoiding me all night. No, I haven't. Talk to you later. All right. You came to the opening of my play last night, and you did not hang around afterwards to talk to me. You haven't even looked me in the eye once all evening. I think I can read the handwriting on the wall.
What does it say?
Well, it says that you thought I was spectacular as Imelda, but that the play itself didn't hold up.
That's what's on the wall?
Yes.
Not my handwriting.
What are you saying?
Dot, this isn't easy for
Spit
me.
it out.
I thought the scenery was beautifully designed.
Jan, me.
Look, your big number in the show was don't you go to Zamboanga. How could you be good singing that?
You didn't like me.
No, I loved your spirit.
God, this is so depressing. Do you think Michael liked it?
Has he been avoiding you too?
Well, we made this deal not to talk until after the review comes out.
Michael loves you. They say love is blind. Think you're in good shape.
So, we're going to be double dating tomorrow, and you're going to be wearing that poof skirt.
Thank goodness I feel better than I did the other night. Although that's not necessarily a good sign.
Well, we'll just keep our fingers crossed. Although I gotta tell you something. When you missed Imelda, honey, you did not miss much. Except for that big shoe number. Girl, when those pumps came dancing out of that closet, made the whole thing worthwhile.
It's not really all that bad.
Well, you know, it's a funny thing about acting. It doesn't matter what I think. It doesn't even matter what Dot thinks. Because if the reviews say that she was good, well, then she was good. But on the other hand, if the reviews
say she was bad, then she was bad.
close. If the reviews say that she was bad, they lying, because she stunk up the place. She stunk it up with a lot of energy, though.
Wonder why I haven't heard from Michael.
Well, to tell you the truth, maybe he's afraid to face you.
I don't know why you're being so negative about this, Jan, just because you didn't understand the play.
I understood it. I just didn't think Imelda was a very sympathetic character.
Well, what about when I gave my old shoes to the peasants? Michael, get in here. Where have you been?
Well, to tell you the truth, I was afraid to face you.
Good night, everyone.
To face me because of the review? Hey, come on, I can take a little constructive criticism. Let's hear it.
I don't know where to begin.
The beginning.
No, not there.
Well, let's go to what I want to hear. Tell me the best thing that you said.
Oh, the best? Oh, okay. The best. That would be here. I can't say enough about the beautifully crafted scenery. It really looks sturdy.
I want to hear what you said about me.
Dot, my editor was there. I had to tell the truth.
didn't like it.
I wanted to like it. I wanted everyone to like it. I even woke up the two people that were left and asked them if they liked it.
Let's hear it, Michael.
All right. In this badly written musical with its poorly defined characters, the best an actor can hope for is to rise above the material. You know, and it goes on.
Michael.
Okay. Unfortunately, Dot Higgins does not possess the properties of helium. Instead, she sinks like a lead balloon. The guys at the paper really like that balloon helium thing.
Well, that really tears it, Bub.
Bub? How can you call someone you love Bub?
I think Bub is a little more endearing than lead balloon.
Oh, come on, Dot, settle down.
Where? Where? In a little cottage with a picket fence with some jerk who writes for the newspaper?
Well, actually, Dot, lead balloon was pretty endearing compared to beached whale like I had in my first draft.
Beached whale? Michael, how can I say this so it will hurt your feelings? You know that very sensitive story you told me the other night about your childhood? Well, take a hike, rubber sheets.
Hey, Ginger, your last chance to buy a copy of Man to Man.
Good. No.
I took the time and trouble to write an instructive manual, publish it myself. Nobody's interested. I don't believe it.
Well, if it's any consolation to you, I believe it.
What lousy luck. You know, I went with my instincts, printed up 750 copies. I only sold 2.
You sold 2?
Mm-hmm.
Who bought them?
Louis, one for himself and one as a gift for his mother.
Dot, phone. Make it fast.
Who is it?
Someone named Michael.
Tell him I'm not interested.
She says she's not interested. I see. He says it's important.
Tell him I don't care.
She says she doesn't care. I see. He says it's time the two of you confronted the issue.
Well, tell him when hell freezes over. Why did you do that?
What?
You hung up on him.
So? You obviously didn't want to talk to him.
Of course I did. Don't you know anything at all about relationships?
Now, look, y'all, I worked very hard on this skirt, and when Amy comes out here, I want you to tell me the truth about what you think about it, okay?
I haven't had much luck with the truth lately.
Amy, are you ready?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, then get it out here. Ta-da!
Well, great.
Fabulous. You see that, Amy? And all along you thought this skirt was dumb, now didn't you, huh?
No, I didn't.
Come on, let's go. Oh, Dot, by the way, honey, I loved you in your play.
Y'all really like this?
Sexy.
Fabulous. Stupid. Ridiculous.
Hello?
Michael?
Can I come in?
Yeah. Jan.
Night, everybody.
What do you want?
You.
I'm angry.
I'm aware.
I'm hurt.
I'm sorry. Well, now that we both know what we are, what do we want to do about it?
Well, let's forget the argument. You had a job to do and you called it like you saw it. Certainly weren't alone in your opinion.
I know.
Michael,
Sorry. What do we want to do tonight?
well, do you know what tonight is? It's our one-day anniversary of our first fight.
Wait a minute. Let me see how much money I got on me.
Stay tuned for Carol Burnett, right here on Super 18, Wisconsin's Superstation.
Oh, baby, look at me and tell me what you see. You ain't seen the best of me yet. Give me time and I'll make you forget the rest. Oh, I got more in me, and you can set it free. I can catch the moon in my hand. Don't you know who I am? Remember my name, fame. I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna learn how to fly high. I feel it coming together. People will see me and die. Fame. I'm gonna make it to heaven. Light up the sky like a flame. Fame. I'm gonna live forever. And baby, remember my name. Sonny Man.
Your fly's open.
I got an audition Thursday. It's a fabulous part. It's the title role.
Title role, now that's exciting. What's the name of the play?
It's called The Anorexic.
It's a comedy, right?
No, it's very dramatic. I die at the end.
Dot, I think you're gonna die at the audition.
I know I have to lose a few pounds, and I'm on a very strict diet.
We're not talking diet here, Dot. I think we're talking surgery.
Are you saying that I'm fat?
No. You look just fine. But let's face it, you're not exactly built like Mahatma Gandhi.
I will be by Thursday. Amy, tell me the truth. Do I look anorexic to you?
Has somebody been telling you you're too skinny? Don't you pay them any mind. You are not thin at all. In fact, you're as fat and sassy as a Christmas goose.
Push!
Hi, Nancy.
Why, Richie, you're dressed like a yuppie.
Well, I am a yuppie. Well, I may be a little old, and I'm not all that upwardly mobile, but my values are certainly shallow.
Richie, what are you doing here?
The meeting went better than I dreamed.
Great!
The Rackney Corporation signed the completion papers, and the check is in the mail. No, really. Not only that, they offered me the Irwindale project.
Richie, that's fantastic.
We are going to celebrate. I made reservations at Arno's.
Arno's? Can we afford that?
We can now, Chickie. You think Nancy will let you off early?
She doesn't, I'll quit. Can we afford that?
Go with my blessing.
Listen, can you guys cover for me, please? Richie wants to take me to Arno's.
Oh, how very can you get?
Girl, that's hot. The maitre d' there is even rude to rich people.
Oh, sure, we'll cover, right, Ginger?
Thanks. So, Nancy, can I leave early tonight?
Oh, shouldn't be a problem. Do you have someone to cover for you?
Dot.
Do you have someone to cover for you?
Ginger.
Oh, fine. What's the occasion?
Richie wants to take me to Arno's.
Splendid. The oysters are very good there. You can probably afford one each.
Oh, well, you know, I plan to make some sandwiches and take them along, so I bet you we're going to be just fine.
Boy, I sure do envy Jan going to Arno's. I hear they got the best food in town.
Arno's, big deal. You don't think I ever thought of putting lamb chops on pizza?
Howard, Arno's has a very fine reputation. I hear Jack Nicholson eats there all the time.
You know where Jack Nicholson is from? Neptune, New Jersey. The best continental restaurant in Neptune, New Jersey is Arby's. And Jack left before they put in a salad bar.
What'd I do?
Howard, I see that you forgot to sign up for the hotel blood drive.
Oh, I can't give blood. I already gave blood.
When?
A while back, Korean War.
Oh, Well, I'm sure your body has replenished itself by now.
I'd just as soon not.
We're going for 100%. I'm putting you down for tomorrow night.
Nancy, you know how you're always saying it's all right for men to cry and be vulnerable. Is afraid to give blood anywhere on that list?
Yes, but it's in the big sissy column. I'm putting you down for 1 pint.
Hi, Skinny.
Have I told you lately how much I love you?
Well, you know, you're not the only one turning over a new leaf. I was watching the news and this financial guy came on and he was pitching this money-saving plan that is going to work for me.
Oh, is that the one where you run your credit cards up to the limit so you can't use them anymore?
No, that's the one I'm just coming off of. No, in this one, I take 5 $20 bills. I put them in 5 separate envelopes marked Monday through Friday. I spend 1 envelope a day and it holds my spending down to a minimum.
Hey, wait a minute. There's no money in Wednesday's envelope.
Yeah, that's because I had to steam it open to put Tuesday's money in it because I had spent Tuesday's money on Monday.
How about that? This is my system. Only you really don't need the envelopes. I think I'm going to have to take this uniform in. Does it look loose on me?
Oh, yeah, you're just rattling around in it.
You know, I've lost 2 pounds since yesterday.
Wow, 2 pounds. You look so much better. You've already lost that bloated look.
You, Foxes, notice anything different about me?
Yeah, your eyes are closer together.
Look at this. This happens to be a $5,000 Piaget watch.
Beautiful, Sonny.
You know how much I paid for it? $250.
Oh, that's a good deal.
It's obvious he's bought a hot watch.
Think this is that? You should see the chick I bought it from.
Sonny, don't you realize what you're doing? You're encouraging that poor girl to steal again.
You know, you're always too quick to judge people, Amy. She's not a thief. She's a fence.
If you lie down with dogs, you're gonna get up with fleas.
I got up with a $5,000 watch.
Hi, everybody. Sorry I'm late.
What? Jan Gray, what are you wearing?
Oh, this new thing?
Isn't it fabulous?
Responsible irresponsibility, girl. I love it.
Richie bought it for me this afternoon. He wrote out a check for the whole amount, and I wore it out of the store.
Actually, Jan, I'm a bit surprised. I thought you cared more about the endangered species.
I do. I belong to Greenpeace. Does this coat look like whale meat to you?
Oh, minks are not an endangered species. They breed like minks. That's why they're called minks.
That's right. In fact, there's so many of them that we have to make coats out of them. Otherwise, they just pile up somewhere.
Well, what have we here? You look like a gerbil.
Jealous, Nancy.
Of course I'm jealous. Any woman worth her salt would be jealous.
Richie bought it for me.
It's beautiful, and I'm sure Richie didn't just buy it out of guilt. There's probably no truth whatever to the old adage that where there's a full-length mink coat, there's another woman.
Hey, I got the coat. He can have the other woman.
You're watching It's a Living right here on Super 18, Wisconsin's Super Station.
Mashed potatoes down a long time ago by a guy named Sloppy Joe. I think I find a song cool to do. Well, come on, baby, let me teach it to you. Mashed potatoes, hear that groovy beat now, yeah. Mashed potatoes, come on, twist your beat now, baby. It's the latest, it's the greatest. Mashed potatoes, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, and that ends my medley of Irish folk songs. Well, I'm going to take a little break now because I see by my $5,000 Piaget watch that it's stopped.
Amy, I was wondering if I could borrow your brown dress. You know, the one with the big buttons.
Oh, no offense, Dot, but we're not exactly the same size.
No, but it'll help me lose weight if I have a goal. And then I can watch day by day as I get further and further into the dress.
You're really sticking to this diet, aren't you?
Yeah, just gotta watch what you eat.
Did you forget to wind it?
No, you don't have to wind these things. They're solar-powered or something.
Sonny, let me see that. How much did you pay for this watch?
$250?
You might have overpaid by $245.
What are you talking about?
Sonny, this watch isn't hot. It's counterfeit.
How do you know?
There's no H in Swiss.
Chick who sold it to me said that's the European spelling, Switzerland.
What's the European spelling for pigeon?
You mean she lied to me? This isn't stolen? She seemed like such a nice girl.
Well, looks are deceiving. She probably thought that you were a nice guy.
Is it hot out there today?
Really? Yeah. I didn't notice.
You know what happened to us on the way here?
I don't care.
Jan, that coat has taken over your life. You do everything but sleep in it.
Who says I don't sleep in it?
Ooh, good for you.
Yeah, Richie likes it. He says it's like snuggling up to a Wookiee.
Oh, excuse me, ladies. We're going to be setting up in here for the blood drive. The nurse will be here in a few minutes. Oh, and Jan, you're going to have to take that thing off to give blood.
Yeah, it looks fabulous with the sleeves pushed up.
You're late.
That's what I need. A loose-fitting, floor-length coat tied this huge, grotesque, swollen body.
Slipped a little on your diet, huh?
I went to the supermarket to buy some of those boring, tasteless rice cakes. I mean, see, I was trying to be good. I was so stupid. Right next to them, there was this lady handing out free food samples.
Free samples of what?
I don't know, some sort of cheesecake on a stick.
That wasn't so bad. The nurse is pretty good with that needle. I was a little woozy at first, but it went away. You can go in there in a minute, Sonny. They're just putting down some fresh paper where I dripped.
I don't mind telling you, giving blood used to make me a little nervous. I mean, the idea of driving a needle into your veins, draining your sap of life, leaving you a wasted, withered shell. It's enough to give you the willies, eh, Howard? And I gave up giving blood altogether until I saw this movie, Blood Bank of Doom. They had this gorgeous vampire nurse with these huge set of fangs, and she was just walking around giving everybody these 10,000 volt hickeys. That's what I'm hoping will happen tonight. When I go in that room, I'm going to put my moves on the beautiful nurse. Hopefully, we'll both be in a giving mood. Sonny, man? And say, when a lovely flame dies, smoke gets in your eyes. And that one goes out to you, Judge Ginsburg. Talk about the high court. Whoa. Thank you.
Your Black Forest cake, your Grand Marnier souffle, and your mousse au chocolate. Mind if I watch?
Well, Richie, you're so...
Save it, Nancy.
Richie? What's the matter?
I just came from the meeting with the Rackney Corporation lawyers. The Irwindale project is dead.
Oh, Richie, I'm sorry.
No, that's not the worst part. Seems the Irwindale job was just a smokescreen. They were stalling for time while they filed for Chapter 11.
They're bankrupt?
We'll be lucky to get 10 cents on the dollar. We're broke, Jan.
Who had the stuffed halibut? None of you had the stuffed halibut. Y'all hate stuffed halibut. I got the wrong table. Jerks hate halibut.
Poor Jane. That Chapter 11 business has got her acting spooky as a fluffer horse.
That's bad, huh?
Halibut?
I just got a call from the producer of The Anorexic. You got the part.
You didn't get the part.
It's just as well. The producers had no vision. They were locked into this image of having a skinny girl play it.
Don't worry, Doc. There'll be other parts.
I'm fine. Back at the final audition, I heard they're casting something I'd be perfect for.
Yeah, what?
It's Thornton Wilder's play, The Long Christmas Dinner.
Who had the halibut?
Congratulations, Miss Beebe. We got everyone on your list.
Oh, even Howard Miller?
Yep, he was the last one.
Well, I guess I misjudged the big lug.
Thanks again, Howard.
Only you, long as I may live, Fanny, Fanny, Fanny. You, long as I may live, Fanny. If I could love, that is what I'd say. But my heart isn't mine to give, Fanny, Fanny, Fanny. Boy, you gotta be pretty mature not to giggle at that one, don't you? That was Fanny. First performed in the musical hit Fanny. Interestingly enough, the part of Fanny was played by Florence Henderson. Oh, you know, you don't see too much of her anymore now that Love Boat's been canceled. Now, that was a deep show that raised many more questions than it answered. Like, now that it's gone, where do Florence, Artie Johnson, Charo, Ann Miller, Shirley Jones, and Eva Gabor go on their vacations? I mean, they can't all be on Murder, She Wrote. Sure they can. Hey, Ginger, check it out.
New watch, huh?
Yep.
What'd you do with the old one?
I tracked down the lady who sold it to me, and she was very apologetic. To make up for the mistake, she let me have this one for just a few dollars more. Isn't it a beauty?
Sonny, there's no K in Rolex.
So Richie and I'll be all right, eventually. Boy, life never tells you what's right around the corner. One day you think it's all going to be chocolate cake, and the next day, you're on the breadline.
Have you noticed how hard it is to feel sorry for somebody that's wearing a mink coat?
Hey, I would get rid of this coat in a second. Except that I know what it would do to Richie's ego. I'm just keeping this for him. Forever.
You haven't gotten that Band-Aid off yet? Well, I'm trying, but I got some mean little hairs on my arm. They're blondies, but that don't make them hurt any less.
Want me to help you get it off?
Okay, but rip it off fast so it won't hurt so bad.
No, that wasn't so bad, was it?
I have a whole patch of stubble.
Is everybody naked?
Come on in, Richie.
Hey, Richie, I'm sorry to hear about your problems. But look on the bright side. I've convinced Amy not to try and cheer you up.
Thanks, Ginger.
You know, there is this story about Eunice Macaulay that does apply to this situation.
Hey, all right. So what was the deal with Eunice?
So, how'd it go today?
Oh, great. Really, not bad at all. You know, considering. It's just about what we figured. Maybe a little worse, but, we'll be back on our feet again. Maybe not right away.
We're broke.
Not totally. We still have all those soda bottles we haven't brought back.
Listen, I've been thinking about ways that we can cut down.
Really?
Yes, we don't have to replace the refrigerator right away. The kids don't have to go to summer camp. I don't have to get my hair done every week.
You get your hair done every week?
Not anymore.
Look, I'm sorry things turned out this way.
It's not your fault that Rackney went bankrupt.
I'm sorry we have to put all our fancy plans on hold.
We'll be okay. We can wait.
I'm sorry I have to ask you to give back the coat.
What coat?
Look, I feel really awful about this.
But my mother hasn't seen it yet.
I went over and over the books trying to find some
But
way.
see, they probably won't even take it back because it's been worn.
They'll take it back. I've already talked to them.
I knew it had to go back. I knew it yesterday. Here. Just Pull it off quick so it won't hurt so bad.
Listen, maybe we should just sell the house instead, or what about the kids?
Red.
Okay. Cheapskate.
Jan, I promise you, one day I will get you one of these.
Oh, you don't have to, honey. After you're gone, that's what I plan to do with the insurance money.
What about the kids?
Let them get their own coats.
Red.
Sorry. Just gonna take me a little while to get used to it, that's all.
You got it.
Richie,
Yeah.
is it chilly in here or is it just me?
Life's not the French Riviera. Believe me, life's not a charity ball. It isn't all a great big bed of roses. It's not like showbiz, but the main thing I suppose is cheer not the people's lives. Believe me, we know we're doing good. Okay, we may be less than wealthy, but then we're young and healthy. And anyone who's young and healthy knows that that's the way. The traffic flow. It's a living.
Hey, I finally made up my mind about my vacation.
Oh, where are you gonna go?
Not sure, but I know where I am not going to go. I am not going to Detroit. I spent my last 2 vacations visiting my mother, and I'm not going to let her talk me into doing it again.
Fine.
Don't try and make me feel guilty about this, Jan.
I don't think I was.
I heard that fine. That was my mother's fine. That means fine. You don't want to visit the person who gave you life? You don't want to play Scrabble with the woman who taught you how to spell? Fine, that's okay, I'll live. It's just hard for me to deal with that, so just lay off, okay, Jan?
Fine.
Do y'all know why Nancy's in such a bad mood?
What do you expect? How easy can it be for her waking up every day finding out she's still Nancy?
Look alive, ladies, before I turn you in for loitering. I'm telling you right now that I'm going to be pressing you harder than usual this evening. I myself am under the gun.
Just relax and pull the trigger.
Not when I'm this close to one of life's victories. Jan, my cousin Grace of the supercilious South Shore BBs is in town and will be coming here this evening.
Do we curtsy or just kiss her hand?
This is no joking matter, Jan. You may find this hard to believe, but Grace's family has always looked down on ours.
No.
Ludicrous, isn't it? After snubbing me for 30 years, Grace wants to make amends. Do you know what this means?
Grace is senile.
It means that I get the chance to finally win their approval. It means that I'll have entree into the BB family's inner circle. So, Jan, I'll need you to play hostess when Grace gets here. I want to spend as much time as possible.
Sucking up to her.
Okay.
I'm ruined. My career is over. My life is finished.
Then I guess I shouldn't giggle.
I was trying to park downstairs. This limo was blocking me, so I just very politely leaned on the horn and cursed the driver.
I thought you only do that to old ladies.
Yeah, well, that's generally true, but I was running late, and I figured a chauffeur wasn't going to threaten me either. And when the guy wouldn't budge, I gave him the old digital salute.
What's that?
We'll talk later. So get to the good part where the guy beats you up.
Oh, this is worse. Back window rolled down. I was still shaking my fist, or a portion thereof. This guy sticks his head out and looks straight at me, and get this. It was Frank Sinatra.
Oh, cool. Did you get his autograph?
Amy, please. I tried to explain that. I was just saying, you're number one. But he wouldn't buy it. I'll never work in this town again.
Maybe you could write him a letter of apology.
You think that would work?
Sure. It was an honest mistake. He's a reasonable man.
Yeah, that's a great idea. And I'll sign it Kitty Kelly.
Hi, Peterson party?
Oh, yes, here we are. Peterson party of 7. Oh, but I count only 6. Did one of you cancel out?
Oh, in a manner of speaking. My brother Lyle is dining with us in spirit.
You mean? Yes, I'm sure you do. Lyle is in that thing.
Oh, I didn't mean to shock you, but I'm sure Lyle meant as much to you as your restaurant meant to him.
Really?
Well, he ate here every Sunday for the past 7 years. Lyle spoke highly of everyone who worked here.
Oh, did he?
You do remember him, don't you?
Me? Oh, of course I do. He always came in with a wink and a surprise. Much the same as you've done.
That's our Lyle.
Yes, indeed. Our Lyle. Well, that's what we used to call him. Well, right this way, Mr. Peterson. Table for 7. I'm sorry, smoking is all we have available. They brought their own ashtray. Why not?
Excuse me, sir. I just brought your dinner to your table and your party's waiting for you.
They're giving me a retirement dinner, and I don't want to go.
Well, I think it'd be an honor to retire.
That's because you've got a job.
Oh, I mean it. See, my daddy works at a meatpacking plant in Texas. He cleans the fat drains. And I remember when his mentor, old Cole Bunsen, retired.
A fat drain cleaner had a mentor?
He had worked at the plant for 40 years, and then all the boys got together, and they bought him an inscribed drain rake. Well, in the course of the festivities, old Cole had a little too much cactus wine, and he sat on his rake. Poor man contracted a case of tetanus. His body just swole up. He began to smell like an old sneaker.
I'll go have my dinner now.
Well, actually, I'm not through.
I don't care.
What's with him?
He's retiring, and it's breaking his little heart.
Oh, why can't this be like ancient Sparta, where they just push people like that over a cliff? I can't take it anymore. There's a man in an urn and an uncooperative retiree out there. Now, what is Grace going to think?
That we get an older crowd?
Cute, Howard. Look, when Grace arrives, I want you to play the perfect gentleman.
Why should I try to pretend I'm something I'm not?
Because that's what I'm going to do. It's what BBs have done through the ages.
Well, I'm not a BB, and I don't want to be a BB.
Nonetheless, Howard, I can't have you slam dunking your shorts into the hamper. Now, much as I like them, just try to curb your more primitive instincts.
It's not going to be much left.
You're right. Sorry.
You're sorry.
Thank you. Hey, I ran into an old buddy of mine, Francis, Albert Sinatra, today. And if he misunderstood my gesture of friendship, I'd like to make amends by singing the song he immortalized even before I did. I got the world on a string. I'm sitting on a rainbow. I've got the string around my... World, what a life, Jack. I'm in love. I got a song that I sing, and I can make the rain go. Anytime I move my finger. What are you doing here?
I'm retiring.
Hey, well, then find yourself another bench, a park bench.
Come on, it's time to give you the watch. I don't want the watch.
You've got to take it. It's got your name on it.
Give it to someone else named Frank.
I'll take it.
But come on, Frank.
I won't do it. I have given the best years of my life to this company. And if you think that I am handing in my key to the executive washroom, you are crazy.
What seems to be the problem?
The retirement dinner's tonight, and he won't retire.
Well, then fire the old geezer in quickly. Good luck with your future. If he screams, play loudly. Oh, Grace! Oh, it's been too long. Oh, Jan, would you help Grace with her coat? Well, the years have been kind to you.
Oh.
Now, I want you to tell me everything that's happened at the South Shore BB's.
Well, I really don't know. I've estranged myself from them.
Oh, really? You mean you've moved from Boston? Oh, yes, I'm on the road constantly. Oh, the circus life is a good one.
You're watching It's a Living right here on Super 18, Wisconsin's Super Station.
I must say, Nancy, you look very healthy. You have good color, as do you, and so many of them. It can get drafty at the dark, secluded table I'm taking you to. Oh, Nancy, are you covering me up because you're uncomfortable with my tattoos? Oh, you have tattoos? Oh, so you do. I thought that was just a birthmark shaped like a leopard with a dead gazelle in its mouth. Let's head for the back, shall we? Oh, can't we sit here by the piano? I really like music. Then let's listen to some. I have some underground Jim Neighbors tapes in my car.
So this is one of the South Shore BBs we've been hearing so much about?
Wonder why they snubbed Nancy.
Maybe she can't juggle.
Why do I feel like we should be serving cotton candy?
You're really disturbed by my tattoos, aren't you? It's just such a shock. I mean, when we were children, you were always so proper. Not at all the type who would have, what me worry written on her arm. Oh, my God. Is that Uncle Nettie? It's just one of the many BBs I'm wearing. Well, I would show you the family coat of arms, but I'm sitting on it. Ouch.
Reunions. They're always such heartwarming occasions. Remember how you felt when you heard Steve Rossi was getting back with Marty Allen? Oh, you hadn't heard? Well, they have. Now take how you feel and double that warmth, and that'll give you an idea of what our lovely hostess, Nancy BB, is feeling right now. She's back with her cousin Grace after, oh, so many years. Gracie, this one's for you. Lydia, oh, Lydia, have you met Lydia? Lydia, the tattooed lady. She has eyes that folks adore so, and a torso. Ouch, even more so. Lydia, oh, Lydia, that encyclopedia. Lydia, the queen of tattoo.
Calling Sinatra and telling him where you live.
I just feel so awful about that dead customer. I mean, this was his favorite place, the one place he knew he could come to on a Sunday and be served with warmth and caring.
Oh, miss?
Hang on, bub. And we were the people that provided him with that warmth and that caring. You don't remember me either, do you?
No, but I figured, what the heck? Why not let these people think that Lowell was our absolute favorite customer?
Lyle, his name was Lyle.
Oh, I've been calling him Lowell.
Do you remember who Lyle Peterson was?
Yeah, wasn't he the son on the Donna Reed show?
Hey, Jan, you remember who Lyle Peterson was?
I think he was that Weasley guy who used to come in with the Sunday paper and get ink all over the tablecloth.
No, Barrett Face isn't dead. He was just in yesterday.
Hey, what do you know about Lyle Peterson?
He won't be eating much.
I take it the Queen has arrived?
Oh, yeah.
She have any trouble finding the place?
Why should she? She's got a road map on her thigh.
What's the matter?
She's a tattooed lady, Howard.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not.
You know, it could be a real turn-on to find a little tattoo hidden in some private place.
Trust me, there's no room for a little tattoo. You know, she'll squeeze it in between the flags of the UN and the Last Supper.
This I gotta see.
Howard, it's not a pretty sight.
Oh. I see what you mean. Oh, this is terrible. She's still going to be at the house when I have my poker game on Wednesday.
Forget it, Howard. Nobody is going to see.
Come on, nobody's ever had a tattooed lady at a game before.
Howard, there are lots of things you haven't had at your poker game before. You've never had a stripper.
Well, no, not since the game's been at the house.
Howard.
Hey, she came to play cards. I have never seen anybody shuffle like that before. But she was nothing compared to this.
You're enjoying my shame, aren't you?
No. How do you think she would look under a black light?
Okay, I think I want to do something outdoorsy for my vacation, and I've narrowed down my ideas to 7 good ones.
Oh, you mean like skiing in Aspen?
8 good ones. Actually, I was thinking about doing something called Wilderness Survival or You Die. Sounds exciting, huh?
I don't know. I should think hanging off a cliff like that would be a little tough on your nails.
It's just 1 week in the woods, just you and your guide.
Ah, now we get to the fun part of this vacation, the guide.
In the brochure, they're all pretty cute.
So what happens if you end up for a week in the woods with a guy that looks like Gappy Hayes?
Then I die. It's not like they don't warn you.
Now, let's see. Who had the roast beef? You had the roast beef. That means you had the lamb chops. Ah, there you are. Now, who had the health salad?
My brother.
You'd think he'd loosen up at this point and have a little fun food.
Hunting we will go. Hunting we will go. There we are. Hunting we will go. And that concludes my tribute to the National Rifle Association. Thank you.
Everybody, I have an announcement to make.
Lyle always gave me $5 to make an announcement. Go for it.
May I have your attention, please? My late brother, who loved this restaurant so very much, left me a note with his last wishes.
Tell me we don't have to scatter him somewhere.
Lyle wanted his favorite waitresses and staff to have one last tip. So he left $5,000 to be divided among you.
I may have forgotten Lowell before, but I'll never forget Lowell again.
Lyle.
For he was a jolly good fellow. For he was a jolly good fellow. For he was a jolly good fellow. He proved it in 5,000 ways. The next number of my tribute to the late, great Lyle Peterson was going to be Can't Buy Me Love, and then I realized he just did.
Hey, now I can go on my dream vacation.
What happened to your week in the woods with a cute guide?
Well, now that I can afford it, I'd rather go someplace where the men bathe every day.
You know, I bet this money will take care of the rest of my car payments.
Stop that talk, Jan. This is found money. You don't pay bills with found money. Unless you spend it on something selfish and irresponsible, the whoopee fairy comes down and takes it away from you.
Excuse me, do you know where Nancy is? I'd really hoped to see a little more of her before I had to leave. You see, I'm on at the beginning of the show. Have some shtick in the clown parade.
Well, I'll see if I can track her down.
Thank you.
Hey, is Nancy still in the kitchen?
Yeah, I think she's hiding from Grace.
Well, I think Grace has to leave and wants to say goodbye.
I think she's just suffering from the total embarrassment and humiliation of having someone like Grace in her family. I'll go drag her butt out here.
I think you ought to invite Grace to stay. After all, she matches with Paisley Dredge.
Don't be impish with me, Howard. You're repulsive when you're impish. What?
Grace is ready to leave.
Good.
Nancy, you've got to talk to her sometime. She came here especially to see you. She's family.
I'll write her a nice letter.
I cannot stand by and watch a family torn asunder just because you have some irrational prejudice against a very genuine and caring... I'm sorry, I tried. We're talking about a tattooed lady here. That's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard.
Oh, look, Frank forgot his tie.
No, Amy, from the looks of things, that's the tip.
How do you like that? Those folks could learn a little something from Lyle Peterson.
About tipping.
About dying.
Gather round, girls. Gather round. I'd like to make a toast to the restaurant Lyle thought of as his second home, the Dove at the Top.
Oh, that's above the top.
Oh, no, I'm sure it's the Dove at the Top.
Dove at the Top's in Pasadena.
Well, what's this place?
Above the top.
This isn't the place where Chef Pierre works?
No.
You're not Eleanor?
No.
You're not Lonnie Starr?
Does this look like an accordion to you?
Is there a Cassie here?
Who? No.
Oh, dear. I'm afraid we've made a terrible mistake. It's a good thing Lyle isn't alive to see this.
Hey, Mr. Peterson, you forgot the guest of honor.
Oh, thank you. I hate to mourn and run, but I got to get to the Dove at the Top while they're still serving.
Well, there goes $5,000. So much for the French Riviera.
You're not going to give up on your vacation idea, are you?
Nah, I'll probably go back home. It'll make Mom happy, and Detroit's not so bad. There's this charming little outdoor cafe where you can sip Boilermakers and watch the Broncos roll off the assembly line.
Fine.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I was avoiding the tattooed lady. I beg your pardon. Do you know who you remind me of, Nancy? My parents. I remember how they used to snub your family whenever you came to visit. Even as a child, I hated eating with the help. Oh, I couldn't stand that I'm better than you attitude. I guess that's why I ran off and joined the circus. You got tattooed just to spite your parents? Well, couldn't you just smoke cigarettes and kiss boys like the rest of us? No. I like tattoos. I think they're very pretty. You know, I left home because I was surrounded by a bunch of pompous jerks. Congratulations, Nancy. You've become just like them. You're a true BB. Ginger. Ginger, did you hear what she said?
Uh-huh. She called you a pompous jerk.
No. After that, she said I was a true BB. At last, I belong.
Life's not the French Riviera. Believe me, life's not a charity ball. It isn't all a great big bed of roses. It's not like showbiz, but the main thing I suppose we're not the people die. Believe me, we know we're doing good. Can we maybe less than wealthy, but better again we're young and healthy. And anyone who's young and healthy knows that that's the way. The traffic flow. It's
Rocky.
Life's not the French Riviera. Believe me, life's not a charity ball. It isn't all a great big bed of roses. It's not like showbiz, but the main thing I suppose is we're not the people die. Believe me, we know we're doing good. Can we maybe less than wealthy, but better again we're young and healthy. And anyone who's young and healthy knows that that's the way. The traffic flow.
there, guys.
Yeah, I'm excited he's coming. You know, I haven't seen my father since... I haven't seen my father since he was running around with your mother.
She wasn't running. She was carried off to the desert.
It's up for grabs who carried who off.
Let's not start that again.
Right.
Too bad it didn't work out, though. I was kind of hoping we'd end up sisters.
Nah, you'd want to borrow my red boots all the time.
Which red boots?
Those red boots.
Oh, I meant to return them, but they go so well with this red purse I got.
That's what I thought when I bought the purse.
Well, it's just as well we didn't end up sisters if you're going to take this attitude. Besides, my mother said your father was too unpredictable.
She's lucky. My mother had to marry him to find that out. You know, I bet I haven't seen them together for 10 years.
Weren't they both at your wedding?
No, don't you remember? My father was in New York for the running of the marathon.
He went all the way to New York just to see a race? He was in it. You're kidding. Did he finish?
In the top 3,000.
Doesn't believe in sitting around, does he?
My mother's just the opposite. She seems to be waiting for life to happen. Maybe I should get them together again.
Does not sound like the best of ideas.
No. I mean, just for the evening. They must have enjoyed each other's company once.
Unless you're adopted.
The letter says if I send the same message to 25 people, I'll receive great fortune.
Yes, then those people will receive great fortune, and those people will receive great fortune, and those people will receive great fortune. Then everybody will be rich, and the government will be stuck with all that free cheese. Amy, it's a chain letter. Chain letters don't work.
Oh, yeah? Well, I read where this couple sent out their letter, and 3 days later, Ed McMahon called them up on the telephone and told them they won $3 million in a brand new house.
You're being naive, Amy.
Oh, is that right? Well, it just so happens that a while back, some lady named Amelia Earhart received the same letter, ignored it, and was never seen again.
Don't you know Amelia Earhart? She was a famous aviatrix.
Well, the tricks didn't help her much, did they?
Oh, Nancy, that's not a new work schedule, is it?
No, it's an announcement for the hotel's Toys for Tots drive.
Oh, I got some things at home I can bring in.
I got a bunch of things that I can bring in because I'm going to clean off Amy's bed.
Not Snuggle Bunny.
Hey, don't worry. I don't think there's a kid in America that wants Snuggle Bunny.
Well, good night, ladies.
Nancy?
Yeah?
Do you believe in chain letters?
I've gotten them, and I think they're a crock. She wouldn't believe me. Oh, don't get suckered in, Amy. I'm next to certain that what happened to Amelia Earhart was a coincidence.
Maybe some of you have been wondering what makes the old Sun Man tick. How I can sit here night after night making music for a bunch of yahoos with gravy on their chins. Well, the secret is I love what I do. I'd even do it for nothing. Don't tell the boss. And to make it even better, I'm surrounded by beautiful women. That fiery redhead, Jan. That sepia siren, Ginger. That Texas tornado, Amy. And last but not least, Dot. What can I say about Dot except Dot, Dot. Show me what you got. I'm hot to try. We should be kissing. Dot. If you share my cock, I could grab a lot of what I'm missing. Yeah, show me that a heartbeat in your breast. Show me, and then show me all the rest. Dot. Jerry, my goodbye, bye. Hey, get off the pot. I'm SOS. Dot. Dash. Dot.
Well, what?
Oh, where's the put down?
What?
Oh, come on, aren't you gonna zing me? Anytime I open my heart up to you chicks, that's when you give me your cruelest shot.
Sonny, I thought the song was cute.
You set me up for the big one. Come on, I can take it.
I'm flattered you wrote a song about me.
I thought you'd hate it.
I like the song.
Really? Thanks.
It's you I don't like.
She liked the song.
I'm not early. Your father is late. He's always late when he bothers to show up at all.
Please, Mom, not in front of the child.
I can't believe that he wanted to see me for dinner.
When you two broke up, you told me that you would always be friends. I thought you'd be delighted to see each other.
You thought. Now, he does know that I'm going to be here, doesn't he?
Well, Not per se. He was en route. I haven't been able to reach him yet. But you know how he loves surprises?
He loves to create them, not receive them.
So we're giving him a dose of his own medicine.
It might be fun to see the look on the old delinquent's face at that.
That's a spirit, Mom. I'll go get you a glass of wine. Listen, he should be here any minute.
Well, suppose he doesn't show?
Don't worry, I'll fix you up with some guy at the bar.
Well, what can I do? I'm just trapped. I'm caught. I've got to send out 25 letters or I break the chain.
Amy, do you still believe in the Tooth Fairy?
No.
Easter Bunny?
No.
Santa Claus?
Jury's still out. I'm just kidding. I mean, think about it. How could he possibly deliver toys to every single boy and girl in the world in just one night?
You convinced me.
Although when it's nighttime here, it's daytime on the other side of the world, so that gives him 2 nights to get the toys out.
Howard, do you believe that, Amy?
I don't know what she's talking about. He always got to our house. We didn't even have a chimney.
Howard, I've been meaning to talk to you about this earlier. I was going through our personal bills, and you're still being charged rent on your old apartment.
Oh, I'll take care of that, Nancy.
Oh, I'd be happy to deal with it.
No, you got enough to do.
Fine. You also charged something to the Sneakaboo lingerie shop.
Hey, Nancy, have you forgotten our first Thanksgiving?
Oh, of course. Oh, a Turkey Day classic.
I'm talking about a shrimp cocktail. I mean, it's not as though I'm ordering my entire dinner before he gets here.
Just wait a few more minutes. Would you like another drink?
Maybe just a Coke. If I drink too much, I become forgiving.
Jan?
Dad, hi.
You look terrific.
So do you. You know, I like that Don Johnson look.
Well, you know what they say. You're only as young as you feel.
Dad, I have a surprise for you.
And I have a surprise for you.
My surprise is over there.
Oh, boy. That is a surprise. My surprise is freshening up. And here she is. Jan, I'd like you to meet Sally.
You're watching It's a Living, right here on Super 18, Wisconsin's Super Station.
It's nice to meet you, Jan. I've heard so much about you.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Sally. I haven't heard anything about you.
There's someone else I think you should meet. Jan, this is more of a reunion than I even hoped for. Phyllis, how are you?
Hello there, Will.
Phyllis, I'd like you to meet Sally.
Hi.
Hi.
Sally, this is my wife.
Ex-wife.
I'm glad to hear it.
Well, is there anything I can get you?
Another chair would be nice.
Menu.
Well, I guess we have our daughter to thank for this little get-together.
I'm beginning to think the only divorce Jan has ever accepted is her own.
Kids.
Yeah. Takes one to know one.
Well, you two are looking just great. And so are you, Sally. Thank you.
I think you've lost a few pounds there, Will.
Well, I have Sally to thank for that. She keeps me hopping.
I'll bet she does.
Well, would you like to hear about the specials?
I think Sally and I'd like to join Phyllis in a glass of wine.
Think there's room for the 3 of you? Sorry about everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm mad as hell and I'm not gonna take it anymore. I don't like to use my piano bench as a soapbox, but when this whole brouhaha about colorizing films first started, I didn't understand it. I mean, I liked the Maltese Falcon and Casablanca in color. But now I know what all those artsy-smartsy bleeding hearts were whining about. They've gone and colorized the Shaggy Dog. Why? What do they possibly hope to gain artistically? The dog was gray and white anyway. Who cares what color Fred McMurray's tie was? As far as I'm concerned, old things should be left alone. That's why I don't like to go out with a girl who's over 22. And to tell you the truth, I feel the same way musically. Because because it's one of those songs that you hear now and then. You don't know just where and you don't know just when. One of those songs that are over and then. It's one of those songs they start playing again. Because it's one of those songs that you hear for a while. Comes into fashion and goes out of style. One of those songs that you think you forgot, but it's one of the songs you cannot. Because it's one of those songs that...
Hey, who's that cutie with your dad? Just what she looks like, a cutie.
Your father brought a date to a date?
Well, he didn't know my mother was going to be here.
Oh, nice going, Jan.
I didn't think there'd be any harm in a little surprise.
Don't you love a learning experience?
The thing that really gets me is that she's almost as young as I am.
Younger Jan.
You know, it's hard to accept the fact of my father dating someone younger than I am.
Well, you know, maybe she's not a date. Maybe she's a poor waif who was begging spare change outside of a supermarket. Your father took pity on her and decided to give her a hot meal. Spare bed for the night. You just ruined it.
Howard, I just got off the phone with your ex-landlord.
I told you I'd take care of that.
Oh, no, I already have. Look, the man was making no sense whatsoever. I mean, he kept insisting that you hadn't broken your lease. Well, I told him he was mistaken and I wasn't sending the check. And that's the end of it as far as I'm concerned.
Thanks, hon. Hi, Mr. Kessler. Howard Miller. Yeah, 6B. Listen, did you just get a phone call from some crazed female who claimed to be my wife? Yeah? Well, forget it. The check's in the mail. No, she won't be bothering you again. Yeah, those stun guns really do a job.
Phyllis, it was great seeing you.
Nice to see you too, Will.
Sorry we have to rush off, but we got an early day tomorrow.
Take care. Bye, Sally.
You we're going to see more of. We're staying here in the hotel. If you want to reach us, we're in room 1209.
I see. If I want to reach either of you, that's where I would call.
Right. Night, honey.
Nice to meet you. Mom, I'm sorry. This is not the way I had planned it.
You can tell she's the type whose entire face is going to fall in 5 years.
See, I just thought it'd be fun.
Oh, it's all right. Actually, it was good to see Will again. Comforting to know he's still up to his same old tricks. At least I don't have to put up with him anymore. So, I'll call you sweetheart.
I know you will.
Bye-bye.
Bye. How'd it go?
Oh, went okay, I guess. What's a girl that young doing with my father?
Oh, you should know that, Jan. You were a kid once.
Howard, I've been trying to balance this checkbook, but there seems to be a check missing.
Yeah?
Well, did you write one and forget to enter it?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh. Well, what was it for?
Cleaning, dry cleaning.
Well, how much was it?
$265.
What?
$265.
For dry cleaning?
I went to one of those French joints.
$465.
Nancy, we may be married, but a man has a right to privacy when it comes to dry cleaning.
Amy, you're not going to believe this. I received one of those stupid chain letters today.
They must be catching on.
Yeah, I wonder who could have sent it. Must be somebody who knows both of us.
Well, yeah, that would need to be.
Well, I'm not sending it on.
But you have to, or you're going to break the chain.
Oh, no, I don't think I could do that to 25 of my good friends.
It's a predicament, isn't it?
Daddy.
Got a minute?
Sure.
I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to talk last night. I didn't know your mother was going to be here, and, well, I didn't want to put Sally through a whole family thing.
Well, I thought it went pretty well, considering the dynamics.
Yeah, but I didn't get a chance to spring my big surprise.
You got a bigger one?
I think so. I'm not even used to it yet. Jan, would you think that I was just a foolish old man if I told you that Sally and I are married?
Oh, my God.
I guess that answers that question.
And as he was leaving, he said, "Don't worry, Jan. You're still my little girl, just not my littlest girl." You find that funny?
No. Me? Amusing. I find it amusing.
Doc, my whole family structure has just been put through a Cuisinart. What about my mother? What about your mother? How's she gonna feel about this?
Well, I think that mothers all over are pretty much outraged by this kind of thing.
Howard, in your eyes, I may be an innocent schoolgirl, but I assure you that I wasn't born yesterday.
Hey, Elsie.
It dawned on me that $465 is the amount of the rent you used to pay on your old apartment. You haven't given it up, have you?
Well, that's a hard question to answer truthfully.
Try.
No, I haven't given it up.
Okay. What's her name?
What?
Oh, don't go all wide-eyed and innocent on me. You've got a lollipop stashed in your pants.
Oh, I had to go and take Polly Paranoia.
But what other reason would compel you to keep this apartment?
We live at your place. Your place is full of your stuff, and there's no room for my stuff.
What stuff?
My barbells, my Sammy K records, my zebra skin Barca lounger.
You're right, there's no room. Well, you can put all that stuff in storage.
Well, it's not just this stuff. You know how in The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Charles Laughton would always go up to the bell tower because he felt safe there? Well, my apartment is like the bell tower.
Are you saying that you need a place to be alone?
Yeah.
You swear that's all it is?
Yeah.
If I find out that you're doing any swinging other than on that bell rope...
Hey.
Well, all right. You know, I recall that Maureen O'Hara used to occasionally visit Charles Laughton up in the bell tower.
Yeah.
How about tonight? What do you say, Quasi? Let's ring those bells.
Not at work, not at work, not at work.
What are you doing here?
We're staying here, remember?
Oh, right.
Think we get something to eat?
Hey, that's what this place is for.
Could you join us for a minute?
Oh, no, you know, yeah. Sure. Well, I understand congratulations are in order.
Oh, Will told you about the baby.
Must have slipped his mind.
I was going to tell you last night, but with your mother here, it seemed like the wrong mix.
We already know. It's a girl.
Remember how you always said you wanted a sister?
Dad, I was 7.
Really? Seems like yesterday.
Wait a minute. This afternoon, you told me that you were married. Now you tell me you're going to have a baby. This is all going a little too fast for me.
I'm not getting any younger.
Neither am I. At least my sister will get to know me while I can still feed myself.
I'm sorry this all seems so hasty.
We wanted to do the right thing. After all, I married your mother when she was pregnant.
She was? Oh. This is the best day of my life.
You have your blessing?
Blessings? You're worried about blessings?
Yeah. We want someone to approve of this. Her parents hate the idea.
They're kind of old-fashioned.
Funny, they're younger than I am.
I don't know. I guess... I hope you'll both be happy.
Good enough. Perfect. See, honey, I told her she'd be crazy about it.
Is there anything else you want to tell me? Because this would be the time.
Well, actually, I think we're ready to order dinner. Sally will have the fish, I'll have the steak, and Aunt Myra doesn't live in Paris. She's in jail. You said this was the time?
Stay tuned for Carol Burnett, right here on Super 18, Wisconsin's Superstation.
Life's not the French Riviera. Believe me, life's not a charity ball. It isn't all a great big bed of roses. It's not like showbiz, but the main thing I suppose is cheer not the people's life. Believe me, we know we're doing okay. Can we maybe less than wealthy, but again we're young and healthy, and anyone who's young and healthy knows that that's the way. The traffic flow.
Yellow. Hey. Hey, what you working on?
Oh, it's a questionnaire to find out how women feel about love and sex.
Ooh, put me down for a good.
It's a very detailed questionnaire. It was written by Cher Height.
From the Height Report?
Yeah, it's for a new book, Women and Love.
That book was out months ago.
Well, I know, but I was afraid to send in the questionnaire before the book came out. I mean, you might use some of my answers, and if I turn out to be more abnormal than I think I am, I'd rather have people find out one at a time.
Good idea. Why make a scene?
Okay, what is sex with your partner usually like? What is the worst thing about sex? What is the best thing about sex?
Ooh, the best thing about
Hey, you said you'd
sex.
warn me if it wasn't safe to come out here yet.
Well, wait a minute. Wait. Let me find you another question. Hey, you know, this is about more than just sex. It's about how women feel about a lot of things. It lets you see you're not alone.
Oh, that happens to me sometimes. Sometimes I feel I'm the only person in the universe who feels the way I do.
You're right.
Here. Doesn't this make you feel better? 26% of single, never married women between the ages of 20 and 30 say they are not interested in marriage. You're not interested in getting married? Oh, of course I am. But it's comforting to know that 1/4 of my competition has given up.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, something serious is bothering me, and I've got to get it off my chest. I was watching Pee-wee's Playhouse this morning, and the secret word was maybe. Now, as you know, whenever the secret word is said for the rest of the day, everybody's supposed to scream. Well, twice, not once, but twice, the secret word was said, and nobody screamed. Once by the king of cartoons, and once by the very lovely Miss Yvonne. No scream from Cherry, from Globey, from Mr. Window. Nobody. Well, I, for one, Mr. Pee-wee Herman, want to know what the hell is going on. Where's your quality control? You may not care about the secret word, but we all do. Well, maybe.
Where would I find Virginia?
South of Washington, D.C. Oh, no, it's just a joke. See, I simply love to welcome our guests with a smile or a little laugh. But you have neither, so what can I do for you?
Well, I'm Julia St. James, and I'm looking for my granddaughter, Virginia. She works here.
Virginia?
Oh, Ginger. Oh, hi, baby.
Nana. What are you doing here?
Oh, I just dropped by to see you.
Nana, folks do not just drop by Los Angeles when they live in Buffalo.
No, but in the winter they think about it a lot.
What's going on?
Well, I just needed to get away. Your father and your Aunt Barbara are driving me crazy. I don't know where they grew up, the way they act, the way they do.
They grew up with you.
Oh, well, now that explains some of it.
Mrs. St. James, we're so proud of the work Ginger does here.
Oh, really?
Yes. Why don't you do some and show her?
so good to see you.
Hey, Jan, I need to ask a favor of you.
No.
And I want you to think it over before you answer. Wait a minute. You didn't even let me ask. How do you think that makes me feel?
You're right. I'm sorry. Just because I don't respect you or like you very much or feel that you've ever asked me anything that didn't have some basis of greed, desire for sex, or misuse of power doesn't mean that I can't show you a little common courtesy.
Thank you. Hey, I need to borrow $600 so I can make a music video. If I had a video, I could get record companies to see what I do, and then they'd want to sign me. I promise I'll pay you back. Take your time. Think it over.
Is that enough time?
Yes.
No.
Well, come on. How about a maybe?
This section is about falling in love. Are you in love now? How can you tell? Amy. No, I'm not in love right now. How can you tell? Because I got all my Barry White albums packed away. Okay. And, I'd have to say no. No, I'm not in love right now. And I can tell because when I turn over in bed, instead of finding a man, I find Hostess cupcake wrappers. How about you, Howard?
What?
Are you in love now? How can you tell?
I don't know, and I don't want to know.
How can you say that?
Because I'm married to Nancy.
Oh, well, I'll check back with you if there's a section on weird relationships that make no sense.
Yo, Sonny, say Velveeta. Hey, Louie, what are you doing here? You're not supposed to pick me up until after work. Hey, nothing happened with the chick you fixed us up with, did it?
Yeah, turns out your date's parole fell through. Hey, I don't care, though. I got a new interest. My Uncle Achilles said I could use his video camera, and I decided to make a documentary about life in Louis Montebello's America.
Hey, you're not talking dirty movies, are you? Because I'm not taking my clothes up in front of any cameras, okay?
I said it's a documentary, not a comedy. I'm shooting everything, Sonny. I'm shooting the good, the bad, and the ugly.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm making a documentary. Say something.
Go away.
Louie, I just got a brilliant idea. Instead of a documentary, why don't you make a music video?
How come?
Well, for starters, I don't think anybody's going to be that interested in the life of the guy who manages the Rent-A-Wreck office near the Burbank Airport.
Are you kidding? Where do you see some of the looks I get when I tell the people how much that extra insurance costs?
Okay, I'll give you that one.
And what about Sunday dinner at my mother's house? You see my brother Carl do that rabid dog thing with the mashed potatoes?
Okay, 2 things, but that's about it. Hey, come on, buddy. It'll be cool.
Okay, Sonny. I guess a music video could be challenging. And to tell you the truth, for some reason, my brother Carl doesn't show up on film.
Nana, look, now that we got some time to talk, please tell me what Daddy and Aunt Barbara did to make you so mad to come all the way out here.
Sold my car without asking me. My gold O's with the Landau top.
You loved that car.
Since 1974. I look sharp in that car.
You look very, very sharp in that car.
You don't sell another person's gold O's.
Well, don't you worry, because we're going to get it straightened out. I will call Daddy and find out exactly what the deal is. But, oh, I'm so glad you came to visit me.
Oh, I didn't come to visit. I've had it with them folks back there. I came to live with you.
Nana, is everything okay?
Oh, it's a lovely meal.
Oh, good. I thought you'd like this better than eating at the apartment.
Oh, you're right there. I looked in your refrigerator. Child, how come you ain't got nothing in there but some Cheese Whiz and a box of raisins?
Because somebody gave me the Cheese Whiz and, well, I couldn't resist that commercial. You know, the one where the little raisins are singing, I heard it through the grapevine.
Hello, Amy.
Listen, I just wanted to tell you how much I love having you stay at the apartment with us.
Well, thank you, honey.
You're welcome. I just want you to feel like one of the girls. Anything you need. Cheese Whiz, raisins. You know what to ask.
You'll get used to her.
Oh, I like her. Oh, one other thing. I was wondering if tomorrow night I could use your car. I missed my bingo game. I thought I might try to find one out here.
Oh, no problem. Just drop me off. I'll get a ride home with Amy. You know something, Nana? Every time I think about Daddy selling your car, I get mad.
I look sharp in that car.
You look very, very sharp in that car. I've been trying to reach him to ask him why he did it, but nobody's answering.
Well, maybe he's out with your Aunt Barbara having my house appraised.
Request from table 5.
Thanks.
Welcome.
Listen, Amy, favor.
Listen, Sonny, no.
You know, I don't like what's going on around here. Every time I try and talk to one of you chicks, you think I'm going to come on to you with some sexual innuendo that's going to offend you.
Are she?
Would you like me to? I'm sorry, I can't help it. I don't know, it's genetic or magnetic or something like that. The doctor tried to explain it to me once, but I missed what he was saying because a nurse was in the room. Anyway, I wanted to ask you if you'd be in my video. I can't afford to hire singers and dancers, so I was hoping you girls would help me out.
Is this on the level?
Completely.
Well, I guess I could ask the other girls.
Oh, if you would do that, there will never, ever be another sexual innuendo. Mm-hmm.
Boy, this video means a lot to you.
Oh, yeah. It's going to make me a star. Then we just leave with me?
Anyway, I think we should do this video. Sonny needs help.
Sonny needs electroshock therapy.
Did you get a hold of your daddy?
Yeah, I finally reached him.
Well, why did he sell your grandma's car?
Because she had 4 accidents. She doesn't think any of them are her fault, but they were all her fault. Now she can't get any insurance, and they just sold it before she really hurt somebody.
That's rough.
It's worse. I told her she could use my car tomorrow. Now I gotta tell her that she can't.
Was there anything we can do?
Pray that she accepts that she's too old to drive. And that I'm too old for her to whoop my butt. Nana, I just finished speaking with Daddy, and he told me about the car.
Yeah? Did he tell you who he sold it to? I'd like to buy it back.
Nana?
I love that car. You know, 95,000 miles and it was just broken in. I look sharp in that car.
You can't drive it anymore.
Oh, I know that. I'll have your car tomorrow.
Well, look, I got an idea. I'll drive you wherever it is you want to go.
Oh, now, don't you worry. I'm going to be very careful. You know, I think the light out here is a lot better for driving than it is back east.
Nana, I know you want to drive, but you can't drive anymore.
I need that car, Ginger.
I can't.
Okay, fine. I moved out on him. I can move out on you.
Nana. Nana. Nana!
You're watching It's a Living, right here on Super 18, Wisconsin's Super Station.
Okay. Question number 126. If you could say just one thing to other women today, what would that be? Girls, I'd like you to meet my husband, Tony. No, Paul. No. Gilbert.
Okay. Thanks.
Well, what's up?
Oh, my father hasn't heard from her. My aunt hasn't heard from her. The police say that when somebody says they're leaving and they leave, they're not missing, they're gone.
She'll be okay. Look, she got from Buffalo to L.A. all by herself. She's strong. And I'm sure once she settles down, she'll get in touch with you.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I just wish I knew where to look for her. I mean, where would you go in L.A. if you didn't know your way around?
Pool at the Beverly Hills Hotel. That's where I'd go. My stars, my pets, my sweets. Oh, you look lovely. This is very exciting. Hey, look, Louie, I've been thinking it over, and I know it's your camera and everything, but you don't know anything about directing. Maybe we ought to get somebody who knows what they're doing. Or I could do it. Would you stop worrying? This video is all I've been thinking about. Sonny, I have a vision.
Can we get started?
Hey, you don't hurry Art.
Hey, we got to set up for dinner in 20 minutes.
Thought I guess you could give Art a little goose. Okay, to start, let's all get over here in front of the camera. Amy and Jan on the top step, Sonny, Dot, and Ginger on the second step. Amy, Jan. Oh, this looks very perfect. I can see the whole thing in my mind so clearly. Start singing whenever you're ready.
Louie, it's a video. We should be moving.
Hey, you gonna give me a hard time? I will be in my trailer.
What trailer?
You're right. I'm being too emotional. You threw me a curve. Of course you need movement. I remember when I saw Gandhi, they were all moving.
Grapefruit?
Yeah, I saw his eyes blink a couple minutes ago.
Okay. I got it. Okay, stop. Here. And Jan, here's one for you.
What are these for?
Smoke. All music videos have smoke. Yeah, this is gonna be all right.
Now, you enter from over here with Amy and Ginger. Then they peel off, and you stand next to Dot and Jan, and they make the smoke. Let's try it.
Here?
Oh, yeah, perfect. And action. Keep moving, perfect. Peel. Beautiful, beautiful. And smoke. What's the problem, darling?
You can't see my face. It's my video. You should see my face.
Man, curveballs all day. Okay, I'll come up with something.
Hi, baby. No. I've been so worried about you. We have been so worried about you. Yeah. Where have you been?
Oh, the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Nana, are you okay?
Oh, embarrassed about the way I acted, but you'll survive.
Oh, Nana, I'm sorry I told you couldn't use my car.
You were right.
I know I was right. But you know, Nana, I'm still sorry I said it. And my offer still stands, Nana. Anywhere you want to go, I will drive you.
Thank you, baby. You know, I'm getting old, sweetie, and I don't like it. You live a long time and you gain all this knowledge and wisdom, and you feel like you're finally ready to live. But your body has ideas of its own. Your eyes start going, and your reflexes. One day you can't remember the name of the checkout guy at the grocery.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Ginger, your cousin Rupert is the guy at the grocery. It's so frustrating. I know I have to accept growing old, but it's not easy.
Nana, we really ought to call Daddy. He's very worried about you.
All right, baby. Okay.
Guess you'll be going back to Buffalo, huh?
Oh, not right away. I met a cute old guy by the pool at the hotel, and we've got a date for tomorrow night. Oh, he's got a silver Mercedes.
You'll look sharp in that car.
Oh, I'll look very, very sharp.
This is pretty exciting, huh?
Okay, ready.
Okay, go on. Hit it, Louie.
What's that?
I take the Lisa Bonet show. I'll fast forward it.
No, wait, let's see it.
And roll 'em.
It's me.
Yo, Louie.
New York, New York.
Stay tuned for Carol Burnett, right here on Super 18, Wisconsin's Superstation.
Life's not the French Riviera. Believe me, life's not a charity ball. It isn't all a great big bed of roses. It's not like showbiz, but the main thing I suppose is cheer not the people die. Believe me, we know we're doing good. Can we maybe less than wealthy, but again we're young and healthy, and anyone who's young and healthy knows that that's the way. The traffic flow
entrancing music. Yeah, all of my future is in you. You're every plan I designed. Promise you'll always continue to be mine. Lover, please be tender. When you're tender, feels the pie. Lover, I surrender to your and my heart. Lover.
I've heard Broderick Crawford sing that better.
Wait a minute. You haven't even met this girl. She's coming out to live with you?
Well, she's the daughter of my mother's best friend. She wants to be an actress. My mother figures I'm the stepping stone.
It's probably why they're walking all over you.
She'll only be with me till she can find a place of her own.
Oh, she's coming out to stay?
They all think that. But how long does it take before this town breaks their hearts? How many young girls come out here with nothing but a dream and a pretty face, only to find rejection? I mean, I've been lucky. Thought you'd been a waitress for 9 years. This is temporary.
I am not putting money up for a food processor when what we really need is a vacuum cleaner.
You're only saying that because you do the cleaning. I do the cooking. It would make my life so much easier. I mean, it can chop, it can slice, it can julienne, it can blend, it can mix, it can puree.
Can it vacuum?
If I had a processor, it would take me half the time to make my famous chili.
I hate your famous chili.
You did not. You said it was good.
I said it was bad.
I thought that meant good.
Only when it is. Hey, I'm surprised to find you here. I didn't see a car down in the parking lot.
Hope borrowed my car. Hope? The girl that's staying with me? She's out hitting the employment agencies.
What's she like?
Oh, she's nice enough. Boy, I thought I was green when I arrived out here. Hope's in one play in high school. Her relatives thought she was wonderful, so now she thinks she's an actress.
She pretty?
I suppose. Kinda in a Sybil Shepherd sort of a way.
Oh, one of those.
I already told her she's going to have to change her name if she wants to become an actress.
Why? What's wrong with Hope?
Hope Diefendorf? Arnold Schwarzenegger? Oh, yeah, right. Maybe I'm going up the wrong road with Higgins.
Girls, I just want to warn you that things may get a little hectic around here this evening. We're short-handed in the kitchen.
Somebody sick?
Howard fired Raoul.
Why?
Well, apparently he put Howard's precious cast-iron omelet pan in the dishwasher.
What's the big deal? I put my cast iron pans in the dishwasher all the time.
Well, you ruined the pan.
Who cares? It's a rusty old thing anyway.
Oh, I liked Raoul.
Me too.
We all liked Raoul. He had a gentle smile that was hard to resist.
He'll be a tough man to replace.
Are you kidding? He was a glorified dishwasher. Even you could do that job with a little coaching.
Nancy, something just occurred to me.
Oh, I'm all on tippy-toes to find out what it could be.
Well, I have a friend staying with me who's looking for temporary employment, and if you're short-handed in the kitchen, my friend could use a job.
Oh, I can't believe it. You're asking me to hire someone on your recommendation. Oh.
Hey, Nancy, if the guy can do the job, why not?
It's not a guy, it's a girl.
Oh, well, forget it. Dishwashing's man's work.
That is a sexist remark. How soon can your friend start?
Tomorrow, I guess.
She's hired.
Thank you, Nancy, thank you.
Howard, you've got a lot to learn about the sexual revolution if you think washing dishes is a man's job.
God, they're changing it back.
I gave up on the Lamborghini. Intimidated too many people. But perhaps later you'd like to take a spin in my Dodge Colt. It's loaded. Maybe some other time. My car's tied up tonight. Well, welcome to my humble restaurant. Party of one. I can seat you by the piano.
No, thanks. I'm here to return Dot Higgins' car.
Oh, you're Dot's friend. Well, any friend of Dot's is a very, very good friend of mine.
You must be Sonny. I'm Hope.
And all that it embodies. Oh, Dot, I was just telling our friend Hope
Get
that...
lost, Sonny.
How'd it go? Oh, okay, I guess. I parked the car in your spot, and here are your keys. I used half a tank of gas. I'll pay you back when I get a job.
Oh, you got a job. Here, that is if you want it.
Oh, well, great. I think it'd be fun to be a waitress. You wear such cute costumes.
It's not a waitressing job.
Oh. Okay, I don't cook that well,
You'll
but...
be washing dishes.
Oh, well, great. I'm always ready for a new experience.
Good. Oh, Nancy, this is Hope.
Oh, well, I wasn't expecting anyone quite so, young.
I hope you wouldn't have this job if it wasn't for Nancy. She really stood up for you.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Well, change into something baggy and get to work.
Howard! The new dishwasher is here.
God, I've been thinking about this. Isn't going to work. Whoa, low.
Hey, guys, come here. Look at the new Raoul.
You're watching It's a Living, right here on Super 18, Wisconsin's Super Station.
Heart is melting in the dark. Oh, the sweet green icing flowing down. Someone left the cake out in the rain. I don't think that I can make it, 'cause it took so long to bake it, and I'll never have that recipe again. Most people don't get that upset when they lose the Pillsbury Bake-Off. Hey, Amy, you believe in second chances?
Well, let's see. There was the Dempsey Tunney long count.
No. I mean, do you think it's possible for a guy to see the error of his ways and turn his life around?
Well, of course I do. I mean, people are being reborn every day.
Oh, great. Because from now on, you're going to see a new sunny man. Yeah, a sunny man people are going to respect, admire, even love.
Sonny, it's really good. I'm really proud of you. Why are you doing this?
I want to nail Hope.
Hope is a sweet girl. I'm just afraid this town will overwhelm her. She's led a sheltered life.
Dot, she's from Detroit like you.
I know. In our part of Detroit, you don't dare go out much.
Amy, remember the other day I was telling you if we needed a vacuum cleaner more than we needed a food processor?
Uh-huh.
Well, I was wrong.
Well, I am so glad to hear that.
What we really need is a second TV. Why? Well, you remember the other night you were shushing me because you could not hear the jokes coming from the cornfield on Hee Haw? That's why.
Well, it's too late, Ginger. I already bought a food processor this morning.
Why would you do that?
Well, I was afraid I was starting to lose the argument. I'm sorry, Ginger. How about if I whip you up a batch of slaw to make you feel better? It'll do 5 heads in a minute.
Do I look like the kind of woman that can be bribed by a pile of chopped cabbage?
I'll make you my famous buttermilk dressing.
Does this thing come with a gun attachment?
Here.
Oh, thank you.
Great. Where should I put these, Howard?
Oh, here, little lady. I'll take that. Is that my omelet pan?
I hope not. It's covered with rust.
Yeah, well, there is a whole school of thought that says you don't put cast iron pans in a dishwasher.
Really? Well, I've only been here one day, and I've already learned so much.
And I saw you. I knew you'd pick it up real quick. I'll just take this home, rub it with oil for a couple of days. Be good as new.
Oh, my stars. Did I forget to put in the detergent again?
The minute you saw her, you knew she would pick up what real quick? You fired Raoul for rusting your precious omelet pan. This girl does the same thing and you practically pin a medal on her. Oh, you would just love to pin a medal on her, wouldn't you?
I was just trying to be nice.
Well, you were succeeding. And if I catch you at it again, she's out of here.
What are you trying to do, Howard? Get Hope fired? You got to watch out for Nancy.
But I thought you said she was responsible for me getting the job.
I don't think she likes your looks.
What's wrong with the way I look?
Well, your eyes point in the same direction. You don't have hair growing out of your ears.
You mean she's jealous?
Does a guppy eat its young?
What?
She means yes.
Look, just stay away from Howard and you'll be fine. After all, you're not here to learn how to wash dishes. You're here to learn how to be an actress.
Right.
Hey, I got an audition for a part in a television series tomorrow. It's a long shot, but it's worth a try. Why don't you come along and see what's involved?
Well, are you sure I won't be in the way?
Well, if you just keep quiet and stand in the back, nobody will say anything.
What are you reading for?
That sitcom, Pardon My Family.
Oh, the one with Chance Baxter. I love that show. I never miss that show. It's not very funny.
Well, they don't have to be anymore. Just real. Well, not really real. More like what people would like to think is real.
You know, like the Lisa Bonet show.
Think you'll get to meet Chance Baxter?
Why do you think I'm auditioning for a part I know I won't get? Oh, come on.
Good night, Howard.
What did she mean by that?
99. Take it easy. See you guys. Bye-bye. Hey, Hope, wait a minute. I got something for you.
Well, what is it?
Well, it's nothing you can hold, nothing you can feel or touch.
What?
Do you know the story of the little juggler?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, once upon a time, long, long ago, there was a town that took great pride in its beautiful statue of a saint. Well, all the townspeople, they gave gifts of tribute to that statue. Gifts of gold and myrrh and frankfurters. But the poor juggler, he had nothing to offer but his art. So he juggled for the statue. Well, lo and behold, the statue came to life and turned him into a real boy. Hope, I've written you a song. Because like the poor little juggler, I have nothing to offer but my art.
I'm no saint, Sonny.
Bless you for that. Check out that gal with eyes that tease, a smile that brings you to your knees. Say, could she be the Mona Lisa? No, she's Hope, who makes your hormones come alive, who puts your pulse in overdrive. Hey, could that lady be Godiva? No, she's Hope. Let me kiss her eyes. Let me kiss her toes. Let me kiss her this and that, and also both of those. Then mademoiselle can ring my bell and start my hungry heart a-swelling. Could that she be Helen? No, she's home. I have curbed my lust till I thought I'd bust. I am patient, but I'm certainly not the Pope. I gotta have hope. What do you say?
Nope.
Well, at least I got a hand.
Man, I'm telling you, Jan, this food processor takes all the back-breaking work out of cooking. Last night, I made gazpacho. You know that cold soup?
Sure.
Well, I tell you, with a food processor, it's so easy. You just take your cucumbers and your celery and you just feed them in there. Then you clean the bowl and change the blades and stick in your tomatoes. Then you clean the bowl and change the blades and stick in your radishes and your parsley and your scallions, and then you puree the whole thing, and then you chill it, and then you serve it. Man, that's all there is to it. Isn't that right, Ginger?
Mm-hmm. Took her an hour and a half to make V8 juice.
Hi. Hi.
How was the audition?
Oh, that was wonderful.
Oh, I was okay. I'm sure I didn't get it. But at least I got to read with Chance Baxter.
Ah, you did? What was he like?
Oh, you know, he's a lot taller in person. And when he looks deep into your eyes and says, Harriet, that was the part I was reading for. Harriet, you're on my foot. Well, I mean to tell you, you cannot even think of your next line. That could be for me. Hello? Yes, this is she. Hi. Oh, I see. Now I understand. Right. Okay. Bye. I didn't get it.
Oh, shoot.
Ah, they said they're going younger with the part. That's what they always say when they want to let you down easy.
But you were so good.
good? Good at anything to do with it. Half the actors in this town wouldn't be working. I'm fine. Hey, if you can't stand the rejection, get out of the business. Get into waitressing or something.
Dot.
I'm fine. Somebody get that.
Hello? Yes, she is. Oh, yes, I will. Dot, it's the people from the Pardon My Family office.
See how quickly things can turn around. Hello? Oh, yeah, I know where to reach her. She's right here. Yeah, hold on. Hope it's for you.
Hello? Yes? Oh, I'd love to. Thank you very much. Yes, I'll be there. Fine. Bye. They want me to read for Harriet. Gee, Dot, you really know your beans. They are going younger.
I can't imagine why Hope is late. Maybe she got lost on her way back from the audition. Worried about your car? I didn't loan her my car. Let her take the bus.
Tonight I'm going to make us veal with chopped peppers and shredded cheese and julienne beef and scalloped potatoes.
Again?
Oh, good. You finally showed up. I was afraid I was going to have to fire you by mail.
I'm fired?
You guessed.
Now, wait a minute, Nancy.
Cut out, Dorothy. So collect the things from your locker and no long goodbyes in the kitchen.
Hope, you're very late, but it's okay.
What out, Howard? Look, don't worry, Hope. I'll talk to Nancy for you.
Oh, that's okay. I came in to quit anyway. You wouldn't believe what happened today.
They broke your heart and you're going back to Detroit.
No, I got the part.
That was my first guess. I just couldn't put it into words.
It's a running part. What does that mean?
It means you're in for the run of the show.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
If you like playing one part for 2 or 3 years.
And what's pay or play?
You get paid even if you're not in it. I hope you didn't sign anything because you really should talk to an agent first.
Oh, no, I already have someone. Chance Baxter's agent, Bernie something.
Bernie something? He's the best agent in Hollywood.
Well, that's what he kept saying. Well, I hate to run, but Chance is double parked out front. Dot, thanks for everything, and I really mean it.
Amy, it is not as though a relative died. It was a piece of machinery that broke down.
I loved that food processor. The repairman said it'd cost as much to replace the motor as it would be to buy a new machine.
You overused it and you wore it out.
I did not. Still can't figure out how that sneaker got wedged in there.
I think we should chalk it up as an act of God.
I wish her well. I really do. See, the problem is she doesn't have the experience, the training, the know-how.
Eventually that's going to show. In the long run, I'm just afraid she's going to do more to hurt her career than to help it. After 5 years of the big money, it probably won't matter much.
There's no people like show people. They smile when they are low. Yesterday they told you you would not go far. That night you open and there you are. Next day on your dressing room they've hung a star.
I'm fine, really. The problem is I've just been batting my head against this wall for 11 years. This kid does one play, steps off the bus, and 48 hours later she's a star.
Not quite 48 hours, Dot.
Stay tuned for Carol Burnett, right here on Super 18, Wisconsin's Superstation.
French Riviera. Believe me, life's not a charity ball. It isn't all a great big bed of roses. It's not like showbiz, but the main thing I suppose is we're not the people's night. Believe me, we know we're doing okay. Okay, we may be less than wealthy, but then again we're young and healthy. And anyone who's young and healthy knows that that's the way. The traffic flows. It's not living.
Okay, so this is middle C. This A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Da-da-da-da. What do you think? Too early to buy the candelabra? Wait a week.
Say these piano lessons expensive?
It's not too bad since Charlie and I are taking them together.
I think it's wonderful that you're doing this with him.
Well, I wanted to find something we could do together would teach him a little discipline, maybe a little culture along the way.
And you wanted to take piano lessons?
No, he wanted to play laser tag after school each day.
Hi, girls. Hey. Woo, what you got there?
Oh, Charlie and I learned to play the piano together.
Really? Play us something.
Well, we just had our first lesson. I just learned the notes and a little bit of Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Go ahead.
Well, goes like this. Well, that's all I've learned so far.
Nice.
I cannot believe how stupid I am sometimes. Do you know that I just let my grandmother set me up with a blind date for Saturday night?
Oh, man, blind dates are the pits. You're just going to wind up with some hard-up loser. How could you say yes?
Wait a minute. Saturday night, you said you'd stay home and help me make Bible cookies for the church bazaar.
I guess it was a pretty easy choice, huh?
Amy, the thought of spending Saturday night watching you make chocolate halos out of Jimmy's was just too much for me to bear.
Hey, don't make fun. Everybody loves my Bible cookies. I make these little gingerbread John the Baptist that are particularly good for dunking.
You never know, Ginger. You might get lucky and this guy will turn out to be fine.
His name is Wilbur. I'm sorry.
Oh, Jan, please make note we're changing the house wine.
How come?
Well, they started putting the one we were using in those paper milk cartons.
So it's still the same wine.
Well, I know, but I don't want you girls having to convince customers that our Chardonnay is good just because it comes with a free straw.
Thank you.
Well, how and where have you been? You should have started dinner an hour ago.
I just invested $1,000 of our money.
But I thought we agreed that I'd handle the money. Your judgment in these matters is awful at best.
Hold it. I hate this attitude. I don't like you treating me like some kind of incompetent jerk.
Oh, I'm sorry. I love you. You're right, of course. I shouldn't prejudge. Well, what have you done with our money?
I bought 60% of a boxer.
Incompetent jerk. I'm sorry. No, really, I'm fine now. Well, is this a boxer dog or a boxer person or a boxer that comes with magic beans that will grow into a beanstalk?
He's an up-and-coming flyweight, and I have a lot of faith in him. His name is Rocky Jamoka.
Howard, that is a Baskin-Robbins flavor of the month. Maybe we can get our money back.
I'm tired of investing in big companies and mutual funds that are just numbers on a piece of paper. This is something that can make money and I'll enjoy.
The answer is no.
Well, I'm not really asking your permission. This is something I'm going to do whether you like it or not.
Well, Howard, that's a terrible attitude. Marriage is supposed to be give and take.
Fine, let's give it a rest and take a break.
You are so beautiful to me.
dancing while shaving. Thank you.
Sonny.
Hey, Louie, you, my man. Hey, what are you doing here so early, huh? Hey, please don't tell me something happened with the date you fixed us up for tonight.
Afraid so. Turns out your date decided to join the Merchant Marines.
Damn. That's twice this month.
Hey, don't get so down. You know what they say? With every drop of rain, a little sun must fall. I got something for you.
The Hustler Cookbook came.
Patience, lad. That's 6 to 8 weeks delivery. No. My boss gave me these. 2 tickets, front row, tomorrow night's Willie Nelson concert. So I love Willie Nelson. His music appeals to the outlaw in me.
He sounds like a sick cat.
Hey, I don't want you talking like that at the concert.
Nah, I'm not going to go to the concert. You think I want to waste an evening with a bunch of city people dressed in ostrich cowboy boots and 10-gallon hats? Try to be something that they're not. Wahoo! Nah, there's a singles from Sweden dance I'm going to try and sneak into.
Okay, I'll see you.
All righty. Hey, we're still going out later, right?
Of course. I'm just going to go try to rustle up a couple of girls.
All right. Hey, what about those chicks we met at the laundromat?
Great idea. Okay, which one do you want?
The one that didn't spit at me.
Hi, Amy.
Hi, Louie. So you guys gonna go cruise the bus depot again tonight?
Yeah, it doesn't work so good for me since they fixed the lights. No, he's got some tickets to some Willie Nelson thing tomorrow night.
Are you kidding? Willie Nelson? Oh, I love Willie Nelson. I'd do anything to go to that concert.
Really? Well, actually, no, they're my tickets. He was just bringing them to me, and, hey, you know, what would you say if I could arrange it so you and I went to the Willie Nelson concert together?
You mean me go on a date with you?
A date to see Willie Nelson.
I don't think so, Sonny.
Oh, come on. I'll put on my ostrich cowboy boots and 10-gallon hat. It'll be fun.
Sonny, I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'd have to say yes. All right, I'll go. And don't you try anything funny.
Believe me, if I try something, there won't be anything funny about it.
Gee, I wish there was some way I could get out of this blind date thing without getting my grandmother all upset.
Boy, I remember my last blind date. Most interesting thing he said was that he was hard on shoes. But that doesn't mean that Wilbur will be bad. I mean, I know you hear the name Wilbur and you think he'll have some dorky job, but maybe he'll be a really interesting guy.
He's an egg salesman.
I'm sorry.
Howard, I want to apologize. Of course, you're right. You should have fun with your money. And after all, $1,000 isn't the end of the world. So I just want to tell you that I am ready, willing, and able to participate in the career of Rocky Jamoka.
Really?
But you don't sound pleased.
Well, boxing is kind of a guy thing, Nancy. I just thought it'd be a good way for me to get out of the house and have some fun.
Well, I want to have fun, too.
Well, you just get in the way. There's nothing for you to do.
I could wave the towel like I do when you're sweaty and out of breath.
Not at work. Not at work. Not at work.
Yo, Sonny.
Yo, Louie, hey, how'd it go with the laundromat lovelies?
No good. The girl won't go out with you.
How come?
She thought you were a jerk when you put your underpants on your head and you did that Russian cosmonaut thing you do.
I knew it. I was wearing boxer shorts that night. That bit only works with briefs. Hey, but that's okay. Nothing can get me down. You gotta do me a favor. Give me the tickets to the Willie Nelson concert.
Get real, Sonny.
Oh, come on. You know, I've been trying to get a date with Amy for years. Well, she said yes to the concert.
You don't know what you're asking. I feel about seeing Willie Nelson the same way you feel about seeing you. Don't whine. I can't do it. No, I'm sorry.
Hey, Amy, can I see you for a minute?
Sure, what is
it?
it?
Little snafu with the Willie Nelson tickets.
Dad, gummit.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. If you promise that you'll go out with me some other time, I'm gonna give you my ticket to the Willie Nelson concert.
Okay, I promise.
All right, you're in, but instead of going with me, you have to go with Louie.
To all the girls I loved before.
Okay, I'll go. Lord, help me. All right, I'll go.
feeling deep down inside you that you could be really good at something?
Yeah.
I don't have that feeling.
Hey, how was the concert?
Unbelievable. You know, at the end of the concert, when Willie throws his old sweaty headband out to the crowd, Louis caught it for me.
Did you use it to keep him at a distance for the rest of the night?
Didn't have to. He was a perfect gentleman. We had a real good time. In fact, we're going out again tonight.
Amy, I know this isn't any of my business, but isn't Louis real, let's see, what's the right word? Yeah, real yucky?
We laughed, we sang. We even went back to his place for coffee.
And he didn't try anything?
No, not a thing. Oh, you should have seen him. He had this basket of laundry that he hadn't put away yet. He does this really funny Russian thing with his underpants on his head.
Well, here's the happy socialite.
Careful, I'm cranky.
Wait, you're not going to wear that dress. You hate that dress.
I hate this dress, but I figure I might as well wear something that said, take me home early.
Hey, you want to double with Louie and me? We're going bowling later.
Oh, hallelujah, yes.
Good.
Hey, he might not be as bad as you think.
Look, I hope he's half as nice as Louis. I'm going bowling with a man named Wilbur, and I hope he's half as nice as Louis. Oh, when did my life go bad?
Hi, Howard.
Hey, Art.
Howard, I just got back from the gym and I had the most wonderful time.
You went to the gym?
Yeah, I want to check up on Rocky. Oh, he was so Runyon-esque. Everyone had these fabulous nicknames like Grumpy, Doc, Dopey. And these were full-size men. They called me the Dragon Lady.
Already?
Anyway, I have the most wonderful news. Rocky's first fight is in 3 nights. One of the other boxers dropped out, so our boy is in.
We have to work that night. We won't be able to see the fight.
Oh, you won't, but I will. See, Rocky's bout is early, so I'll have Jan cover for me till I get here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to freshen up a bit. I got a bit dewish at the gym. Oh, when I saw Rocky skipping rope, I couldn't help myself. I just jumped right in.
You know, Amy, I've been trying to decide when we would go out together.
Hey, what's the hurry?
I thought maybe I'd wait until I got invited to a really nice Hollywood party. It would be pretty terrific walking in with a good-looking chick like you on my arm. Of course, by the time I got invited to a nice Hollywood party, you could be a wrinkled old mess.
I'll hold up best I can.
I'm not taking any chances. We're going out tonight.
Oh, I can't tonight, Sonny. I'm going out with Louie again.
What are you talking about?
Well, Louie and I had a really nice time. Turns out we like a lot of the same things.
Like what?
Oh, grape soda, autumn leaves, Willard Scott Sweat.
Well, I like all of those things, except for the soda and the leaves.
Hey, how did it go last night?
Very confusing. I mean, the man looks fine, and I am going out with him again tonight, but he is definitely a man named Wilbur who sells eggs.
Now, wait a minute. Just because he has a name that's a little goofy and a job that seems dull doesn't mean that he has to be that way.
Then why'd he act that way?
Boy, that doesn't seem fair. Science should be able to help a man like that.
Well, they better hurry up, because any day now, Wilbur's liable to climb up into a tower and start boring people to death.
Hey, Amy, I've been looking for you. I was hoping that maybe tonight after work you and I could go see a co-ed sporting event together.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sonny. I can't. I'm going over to Louie's after work. Hey, you want to come? We rented The Sound of Music, and I'm making a big batch of cookies.
I don't think so. She makes these chocolate chip Davy and Goliath, they knock you on.
I'll think about it.
Okay. Well, I'll see you later.
Okay.
Oh. Bye-bye.
I don't want you seeing her anymore.
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. The whole idea of the Willie Nelson ticket thing was she go out with me. I've been the one waiting to go out with her for years, not you.
Yeah, but I don't think she wants to go out with you, Sonny. And I like her.
Evidently, if you're willing to use the old Sound of Music trick.
My relationship with Amy is not like that at all.
Oh, sure. You're the one that taught me that women never expect it if you make your move just when Julie Andrews is gonna sing The Lonely Goat Herd. I want you to stop seeing her.
Why would I want to do that?
Because if you don't stop seeing her, I don't think you're gonna be seeing much of me anymore.
Sonny!
No. That's it. It's either her or me.
I'm gonna miss you, buddy.
Yeah, lies, lies. I can't believe a word you say. Lies, lies. I'm gonna make you sad someday. Someday I'm gonna be happy, but I don't know when just now. Lies, lies are breaking my heart. Yes, that's dedicated to all the girls out there who'll say they'll go out with a guy, and then not only do they break their promise, but they start going out with the guy's best friend. I know what you're thinking, but Sonny, why don't they put girls like that in jail? I guess it's because some people don't think it's a crime. They think it's a sickness, a genetic thing these two-timing women can't help.
Stop this.
Here's someone having an attack of it right now.
How long is this going to go on?
So you realize that it's me you should be going out with.
I don't want to go out with you.
If I let that be a consideration, what kind of social life do you think I'd have?
Look, Louie and I went out and we had a good time. And believe me, I'm as surprised as anyone.
What is so special about Louie?
I don't know. All right, he treats me nice.
I would treat you nice.
He never lies.
I would never lie.
He never gives me any sexual pressure.
I would never...
Which is more important to you, that or the lines?
Well, what? Wilbur, history. Oh, the man was dull. Ooh, I was afraid he was just going to be dull about eggs, but he was dull about everything.
You a little preoccupied tonight, Howard?
Why?
You're whipping water.
I'm a little nervous. Our fighter's having his first bout tonight.
Oh! If he wins, you're going to wear your hair like Don King?
Well,
It was totally humiliating.
Rocky didn't look good?
Rocky couldn't get his robe off. I thought it would be nice if he looked presentable, so I lent him the robe I got you for Valentine's Day.
You lent him my robe that says the champ across the back?
Well, it seemed appropriate, but he couldn't get his sleeves over his gloves, so the ring doctor had to cut him out.
Get to the fight. What about the fight?
Well, the bell rang and he tried to run.
You mean dance?
Oh, no, I mean run. Knees high, arms pumping. He tried to run. Oh, you mean you don't want to hear the part about when he cried?
He wasn't very good, huh?
I believe the technical term is bum. Once he stopped blubbering, we both agreed that Rocky should get out of the fight game.
Guess that means we're out of the fight game, too, huh?
Oh, yeah.
What a letdown. I thought the kid had potential. I thought we'd be riding all the way to the top.
I thought I'd be seeing young boys in shorts every day.
Yo, Sonny. Hello, Louis. Now, you know it is spooky how much you sound like my mother when you say that. Hey, you want to go cruising? I mean, maybe go someplace where the girls are too good for it?
What about Amy?
Well, we could ask her, but I don't think she's going to want to go. Hey, Amy, you want to go cruising with me and Sonny?
I don't think so. Not the way he's been acting lately.
Me?
What about you two? You know, first I asked you out, and then you took her away before I had a chance.
Took her away? We watched a couple of movies and ate cookies. We're friends. That's all.
And I only said I'd go out with you because you said you had the tickets, which was a lie. So I didn't. And I doubt I ever will. So if you'll excuse me, I have to get to church choir practice.
I swear she never did that before. Really.
I missed you, buddy.
Hey, I missed you too. I didn't know how long you were going to be a jerk. Some people were guessing forever.
You really never tried anything with Amy?
The vibe was never there. It was weird. I was like friends with a woman. That's never happened before. Once, my cousin Dolores. But even she'd give me a little winky dink now and again.
Maybe you ought to give her a call.
You think?
Maybe she's got a friend.
everyone else is watching the Republican convention, you can watch our week of romance and drama, and unlike the convention, you don't already know the ending. Kick off Unconventional Heroes Week with Rob Lowe in class Monday night at 8 here on Channel 9, with convention updates during the movie and a complete wrap-up on the news at 10.
Life's not the French Riviera. Believe me, life's not a charity ball. It isn't all a great big bed of roses. It's not like showbiz, but the main thing I suppose we're not the people that fake. Believe me, we know we're doing okay. We may be less than wealthy, but then again we're young and healthy. And anyone who's young and healthy knows that that's the way the traffic flows. It's
You saw them leave together.
Do you think she actually went home with him?
Well, think of it this way. How many years has Sonny been here? How many thousands of hours has he sat at that piano? Well, you know that every minute of those thousands and thousands of hours, he's been looking for some girl weird enough to go out with him.
I'm just surprised he found her so soon.
She was pretty strange.
Do you think he actually scored? I can't imagine doing that with Sonny.
Can you imagine doing it with anyone?
Oh, sorry I'm late. Man, I'm really beat.
Really? I've always found being late restful.
Were you doing volunteer work for Senator Tennell?
Yeah, I was hitting the parking lots, putting flyers under people's windshield wipers.
Oh, I hate it when people do that. I never even notice that they're there until I've already put on my seatbelt and started my car. Then I have to turn off the ignition, unbuckle my seatbelt, and get out and throw that damn thing away. Boy, those things really tee me off.
They tee everybody off. That's why we put his opponent's name on them.
I think it's great that you're politically involved. I can't get interested in politics. I tried watching that last debate, but the only cute guy was Tom Brokaw.
Senator Tennell is pretty cute, isn't that right, Ginger?
I hadn't noticed. It was his new ideas that attracted me.
What new ideas?
You know, the usual.
Oh, I sure hope we get out of here early tonight. I promised myself I'd clean up my apartment. Boy, I really hate picking up after Ginger.
I know the feeling. Richie's concept of house cleaning is, why bother? Someday we're going to move. But he did say we could get a cleaning lady in once a week.
Boy, what a lifesaver that is.
You have a maid?
I work all week, Jan. I take acting classes, I make the rounds, and besides, I'm a slob. So Blanche comes in one afternoon and shovels the place out.
Boy, am I tired. Boy, am I tired. Please, don't ask me about last night. I don't think it's fair to the girl. I'm not proud of myself. I never am after a one-night stand. What are you gonna do when they beg? I mean, I told her to think of us as two ships that just happen to collide repeatedly in the night. I'm really disappointed in you girls. Would it kill you to congratulate me? And I'm not a man who likes to swear, but I never cared for the sound of being alone. I am, I said, to no one there. And no one heard at all, not even the chair. I am, I cried. I am, said I. And I am lost and I can't even see why. Living What was that one all about?
There was a phone call from an Elaine. I told her she couldn't talk to you because you were, for want of a better word, singing.
She called again? That's 3 times. Hey, I told her last night we were through.
Well, perhaps she's on some bizarre scavenger hunt and she's required to bring back a dork.
I can't believe my own ears. Sonny Man actually giving a girl the brush.
Hey, love 'em and leave 'em. That's my motto.
That's a motto, Sonny. It's not yours. You've somehow gotten yourself confused with Warren Beatty.
I guess I can tell you, Jan, you're an old friend.
No, I'm not.
You're right. I shouldn't tell you. It's humiliating.
You know, Sonny, sometimes it's best to get these things off your chest. You'll feel better. We both will.
The reason I can't go out with Elaine again is because she's into some really weird stuff.
Of course she is. She went out with you.
No. I mean, she likes to abuse me.
Use you? Oh, Sonny, everybody uses you.
No, I said...
Amuse you? I'm sure she's amused by you.
I said she abused me, all right? Oh, like I'm sure you've never been verbally abused by a woman before.
Sonny. What do you mean by verbally abused? Be graphic.
This is just between the two of us, right? A crucial moment. She makes fun of me. She calls me names.
What kind of names?
Terrible, terrible names.
Like what?
Tiny Tim.
Oh, come on, Sonny. I'm sure you've been called much worse before.
Yeah, but usually they have the common courtesy to wait until I stick them in a cab.
Sonny, I think you're reading this girl all wrong. I mean, if she didn't care for you, why would you bother to call?
Because she's a nutburger. She's really possessive and domineering in a sick, disgusting sort of way. She reminds me of Mom.
Hey, Ginger, there's a new Wiener Schnitzel opening up on Fairfax, and they're going to have an Oompa band. I thought me and you'd go there after work and get down.
Sounds keen, Amy, but I can't. I got to stuff envelopes, so send it to Tanel.
I don't know why you're wasting all your time on Senator Tanel's campaign. All politicians are alike. As far as I'm concerned, it doesn't matter who you vote for.
Isn't that Alexander Haig's campaign slogan?
I've been thinking about your maid, Blanche. Do you think she might have a free day to come work for me?
I'll ask her. Just one thing, she doesn't have a car, so you have to drive her both ways, and you got to make her lunch. Bowl of soup, 2 sandwiches, no crust. She only drinks purified water. Oh, and she's allergic to oven cleansers. Sounds perfect.
It's that woman, Elaine. Will you please talk to her and tell her not to call you during the dinner hour?
No.
What?
I can't.
Well, give me one good reason.
She wants to humiliate me.
Oh, well, then perhaps we should make this a conference call.
Hey, look, everybody, look. My picture's in the paper. Oh! That's why I'm late. I had to buy out 3 newsstands. Look at that.
Senator Tanel dances with campaign worker.
Well, look at you.
Don't tell me you stuffed yourself into that dress just to stuff envelopes.
There were 10 of us, Amy. Oh, and after work, the senator took us all out for chicken and waffles. Oh. So then you dumped the others and went dancing. No, we all went. There was a jukebox. Oh, it was so much fun. We danced.
Yeah, well, you missed a great Oompa band.
And check this out. Tomorrow we're taking the boat out to Catalina to ring doorbells, and after that, we're having a picnic.
Including the senator?
Definitely. I mean, Greg is very democratic, even for a Democrat.
Ooh, so now it's Greg.
Everybody calls him Greg. It's not like he's a politician. It's like he's a real person.
Hey, I got a problem.
Sonny.
I don't know what to do. I got home last night. The phone was ringing. I knew it was Elaine. I didn't answer it. Phone rang all night long. Then when I got here, there were these messages, all from her. You know what I think? Did you see Fatal Attraction? I think she's crazy. That's why she went out with me.
So what's the problem?
I think now she wants to kill me.
My idea of the perfect crime.
Well, Sonny, this just came for you.
A telegram. I wonder who it's from.
Dear, we hope. Oh, no, they're not sending out draft notices anymore, are they?
Oh, my God. Call me tonight, or else.
Elaine doesn't sound like your mother, Sonny. She sounds like my mother.
You're watching It's a Living, right here on Super 18, Wisconsin's Super Station.
Excuse me, can we help you?
Has Elaine been here?
Honey, why are you wearing this stupid outfit?
Not taking any chances. I didn't go home last night. Slept in my car. Wore this so she wouldn't spot me in the lobby.
Sonny, you're being ridiculous.
Hey, better safe than sorry. Out of towners. Me and my shadow strolling down the avenue. Me and my shadow. Not a soul till
Boy, Sonny's a mess.
Think Elaine is really trying to kill him?
Well, I know we're talking about Sonny here, but how bad could it have been?
Me and my shadow. Well, I'm feeling blue. Thank you. Have you ever felt you were being shadowed? Have you ever felt like someone was dogging your footsteps? Lurking in every doorway, crouched behind every tree, waiting to strike. Let me see a show of hands.
Howard, did you see Ginger's picture in the paper?
Yeah, I saw it a couple of days ago.
Oh, no. New picture, new pose.
Hey, what's she doing in the senator's lap?
Smiling.
I guess she likes being near the seat of power.
You funster extraordinaire.
Hey, did y'all see my picture in the paper again?
Yes, we were just looking at it. Well, that's quite a provocative pose. How did you end up on the senator's lap?
Well, the sea was rough. I tripped and he caught me.
Yeah, luckily there was someone there with a camera. Then she looked cute in her sailor suit.
Ship shape, fore and aft.
Oh, go dice a truffle.
Oh, Dot, Ginger's picture's in the paper.
So what?
Hey, what's wrong with Dot?
Just tell me what I did.
You didn't do anything, Jan. Not by modern standards. Of course, in the Old West, they used to hang people for maid stealing.
All I did was ask Blanche if she had a full day free. She said she could work Wednesdays.
Wednesday was my day.
I didn't know that.
Said the monkey to the chimp.
Look, I don't want to end a good friendship over something as stupid as a maid. I'll let Blanche go.
Come to think of it, Jan, you foolish girl. If you let Blanche go, that would end a good friendship. Oh, I'm sorry I'm not sophisticated enough to find the humor in that. Guess I'm too young to have watched that many episodes of Hazel.
Hello, I'm Bert Presser of the Journal.
Oh.
Do you have a Ginger St. James working here?
Yes, she's right here.
I'd like to take a couple of moments of her time, if I might.
Oh, well, Ginger, this is Mr. Presser of the Journal, and he'd like to talk to you for a moment.
Hi, Bert Presser.
Hi.
Is there someplace we could sit down?
Sure, come on. So, what can I do for you, Mr. Presser?
Well, I'm researching an article on political campaign workers. I understand you work for Senator Tunnell.
Yes, that's right.
What exactly do you do?
Well, I ring doorbells, stuff envelopes, you know.
Aha, the exciting stuff.
Usual volunteer work.
Did you also volunteer to sit on his lap?
Ooh, now that was a tough decision, but somebody had to do it. I guess you guys just laugh at Doonesbury, huh?
Let's get right to the point. We know that Senator Tunnell has been seeing another woman. You are aware that the senator's married, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, I was following up on the story and trying to find out who that woman might be, and a couple of days ago, a picture appeared of you dancing with the senator. And then just this morning, there was another picture of you frolicking with him on a pleasure boat.
Now, wait just a minute. Are you insinuating that Greg and I that Senator Tunnell and I are having an affair?
The lap fits.
Good evening, Janet.
Dorothy.
Sorry if I'm a tad late. I had to dig my way through a mountain of garbage in my living room to get to my front door.
Dot.
Oh, no problem. I needed the exercise. Maybe you'll take my station while I'm getting ready.
Sure.
And take my busboy while you're at it, and my tips.
I didn't take your maid. She left. Voluntarily, I might add.
I suppose you didn't offer any inducements?
I asked her to go back to splitting her day with you, but she said she didn't want to.
Did she give a reason?
She said you were a slob.
It really doesn't matter, Jan, because I've got myself another maid.
Then what's the problem?
She stinks. Okay, you want to tell me now why I had to spend tomorrow's lunch money on all these papers?
So that nobody around here could get one, that's why.
Oh, Ginger, I thought it was a good story. The reporter absolved you of all guilt.
Amy, it says senator's girl denies being senator's girl.
Ooh, that's real tricky, isn't it? Man, what kind of world is it where people don't trust each other? I mean, if you said you didn't do anything, it should be left at that. Over. Finished. Okay, you want to tell me what really happened on Catalina? Work the shop.
But you know what really burns me? Is all this background information. I mean, who could have told him about every date that I have had in the past 18 months? I mean, when it's read out of context, it makes me sound like a loose woman.
Well, don't look at me. I certainly didn't say a thing. I didn't have a thing to do with any of this. All right, he tricked me bad.
Et tu, Amy?
Well, he said he was the gardener. In a suit and tie? Well, he was carrying a rake. Anybody could have fallen for that.
Oh, I'm surprised you're not sole owner of the Brooklyn Bridge.
Well, he was very convincing. He even told me I needed to repot my Easter cactus.
He should have told you to mulch your brain.
Well, he didn't.
Excuse me, miss, are you?
No, I am not. No matter what you've heard, no matter what you've read, I am not that person. Do you understand what I'm saying, you leering bozo?
Then who is my waitress?
Sunny man, please. You're the girl who wants to kill him.
Right.
He's under the piano. Thank you.
I know you're under there, you lowly sack of worms.
Oh, late. I didn't see you come in.
Get up here.
All right. I'm warning you. We're in a public place. No funny business, okay?
The last funny thing I did was making it with you.
Hey, I live to entertain.
Not from what I've seen. Now, where's my coat?
You what?
I left my coat at your place. I want it back. You don't think I've been calling you for an encore, do you?
You wouldn't be the first. Okay, maybe you would.
Where's the coat?
Had it laminated, and I put it in my Conquest scrapbook.
Don't play with me.
All right, all right. Well, when you left, I threw it out. To tell you the truth, I didn't want any memories of that night.
What's to remember?
All right, will you stop, please? What do you want from me?
$100 for my coat.
All right, you got it. It's my lucky 100, too. I've been carrying it ever since my brother told me how he met his wife.
Goodbye, Sonny.
Maybe we'll do it again sometime.
Well?
Wasn't so bad. Got a little abuse, cost me $100. Turned out to be a better than average date.
I just got a call from Richie. Blanche quit. Ha! She won the lottery. $15.8 million. That's a pretty good reason to quit. I'm surprised. I thought she'd be the type who'd keep coming to work. Buy her boss a car, or maybe a house. So, here you got yourself a new maid.
Everybody ought to have a maid. Everybody ought to have a working girl. Everybody ought to have a lurking girl to put her around the house.
Ginger,
Senator Tennell. Oh, go away, and I mean that the nicest possible way.
is there someplace we can talk privately?
Absolutely not. This is as private as I would like it to get, with 50 people slurping soup as witnesses.
Well, let's sit somewhere then.
Oh, no. I want as little lap showing as possible.
Look, I'm sorry about all this trouble. Nowadays, it seems that the only celebrity who can have a girl sit in his lap and not get any flack for it is Santa Claus. What do the people want? A saint or a man with good ideas?
My guess is that the people haven't got a clue.
Ginger, I'm pulling out of the race.
Why? Because of a bunch of unfounded rumors?
The rumors were almost accurate. They just had the wrong woman. My marriage has been going bad for some time. I've been seeing someone else. I've been trying to keep it under wraps until after the election. Now, I'll have to tell the press.
I'm sorry.
So am I. And I'm sorry you had to get involved.
Well, as long as you take pains to get me uninvolved, I'll be all right. So what are you going to do now?
I don't know. I don't know what I can do after something like this.
You could run for president, like Gary Hart.
Bye, Ginger.
Bye, Senator. Well, is he going to tell the press you're innocent? Yeah, there'll be a retraction in the paper. Oh, great. Yeah, great. It'll probably be on page 48 right next to answers to yesterday's puzzle.
Stay tuned for Carol Burnett, right here on Super 18, Wisconsin's Superstation.
Life's not the French Riviera. Believe me, life's not a charity ball. It isn't all a great big bed of roses. It's not like showbiz, but the main thing I suppose we're not the people that believe me, we know we're doing okay. Can we maybe less than wealthy, but better again, we're young and healthy. And anyone who's young and healthy knows that that's the way. The traffic flows. It's
That was my agent. I'm going to be on a telephone. What is it? Tonight.
Such short notice.
Well, I'm a last-minute replacement. Gary Berghoff had to drop out. He's doing dinner theater in El Cajon.
What kind of disease you selling, Doc?
Oh, it's an adopt-a-pet telethon. Viewers phone in and adopt homeless pets.
That's sweet, isn't that sweet?
You're not phoning.
Oh, man, this could be it. It's a great showcase. There'll be a lot of stars there.
Who? Get that.
Ooh. Well, I'm really not sure, but my agent mentioned Sorrel Book, Jane Meadows, and the captain.
So Neil couldn't make it?
Mr. Moose couldn't make it.
Doc, you're really hitting the big time with this one. What you going to do on the show?
They want me to sing. Oh, what are you going to sing? Well, Gary Berghoff was going to sing Light My Fire, but that song just isn't me.
No, I'd say Gary pretty much put his stamp on it.
No, there's a lot of songs I could do. I just wish Sonny was here so I could rehearse.
Oh, that's okay. They don't expect you to be all that good on telethons. It's the thought that counts.
Besides, when all those dogs start barking along with you, who's going to notice?
Okay, you guys. Good or bad, y'all promise to watch?
Yes.
Okay, I just got one other problem. What should I wear?
I'd say a simple black dress. Oh, and one of those reflecting flea collars.
Howard, this is going to knock your socks off. I have the perfect place for our vacation. Colonial Williamsburg.
What?
An authentic reconstruction of a colonial village. You know, smithies, women in poke bonnets, men in knee breeches, scented candles. A real blast from the past. Doesn't it look like fun?
Million laughs. I'm not going.
What?
I'm like fishing on the Rogue River where I always go.
Well, that was fine when we were vacationing alone, but this year we're going together.
Don't try to change me, Nancy. I look forward to this annual fishing trip. It keeps me going all year.
Well, all right. I'm adaptable. A trek through the Oregon backcountry might be exhilarating. Are there any good restaurants on the Rogue River?
It's strictly Slim Jims and trail mix, Nancy. You wouldn't like it.
Are you saying you don't want me coming with you?
Look, I'm doing this for us. If this marriage is going to work out, we're going to have to see less of each other.
Howard, it's our first vacation.
All right.
Vicky, I was a little late getting here tonight, and as a result, I missed an opportunity to help one of my co-workers, our very own Dot Higgins. Dot's going to be singing on the Adopt a Pet Telethon tonight, but she hasn't had a chance to rehearse her number. So right now, we'd like to give you a little preview of what all those pooches and pussycats are going to be hearing tonight. Dot?
I can only give you love that lasts forever, and the promise to be near each time you call, and the only heart I'll own for you and you alone. That's all. That's all. I can only give you country walks in springtime, and a hand to hold when leaves begin to fall, and a love whose burning light will warm the winter nights. That's all. That's all. There are those, I am sure, who have told you they would give you the world for a toy. All I have are these arms to enfold you, and a love that time can never destroy. If you're wondering what I'm asking in return, dear, you'll be glad to know that my demands are small. Say it's me that you'll adore for now and evermore. That's all. That's all.
Dot Higgins!
Jan, may I see you in the lounge for a moment, please?
What for?
The girl talk.
If I'm not out of there in 2 minutes, call 911.
Gotcha.
What?
Jan, I need your advice. It has to do with my marriage to Howard. I feel new to the marriage game, and, well, you've been married so many times.
Twice, Nancy.
As you know, Howard and I have vacation time coming up, and for reasons that I cannot fathom, he wants to go fishing in Oregon. Alone. Can you understand that?
I'll say. Howard is new to the marriage game, too, Nancy.
Jan, the party at table 6 is out there asking for you.
In a minute.
They spilled the mousse flambe and set the tablecloth on fire.
Oh, I better go, Nancy.
No, it can wait.
It's spreading to the other tables and the customers are about to panic.
No, the busboys have their water pitchers. They can handle it.
I tried.
Ginger, wait a minute. Maybe you can step in here. You're not as vague and wishy-washy as Jan.
Glad I could be of some help. See ya. Hey, wait a minute.
Ginger, here's my problem. Howard wants to go fishing in Oregon. Alone.
You're a lucky woman, Nancy. While he's wearing water waders in Oregon, you can be wearing stiletto slingbacks in Hawaii.
But you mean go on my own vacation?
Mm-hmm.
But that's a wonderful idea. Well, thank you, Ginger. But yes, I'll go someplace where there's music and dancing and fun. All the things Howard hates.
Ever since that night, we've been together, love was every side. In the forever, it turned out so right. For strangers in the night. Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Good for you, Sonny. Nice work with the Heimlich.
Oh, thanks. I've been practicing for a couple of months now. Just my luck. First time I get to use it, it's on a guy.
It's a miracle. Well, I can understand your relief, but it's hardly a miracle.
Oh, no. Look. I don't need these anymore. Thank you. Thank you. Whatever your name is, you've healed me. I can walk.
Did you see the way that man was carrying on? The way he kept kissing Sonny's hand, calling him a saint?
Well, what do you think happened out there?
Well, it's pretty likely that when Sonny did the Heimlich, he caused an adjustment of the spinal column that removed pressure from some nerve. I'm no doctor.
The man told us he's been unable to walk for 12 years since his accident. He's been to every kind of doctor. Nobody's been able to help him.
So what are you saying, Amy?
I've given this a lot of thought. I mean, my first reaction was, Sonny man, no way. But then I came to realize that the Lord was just testing our faith. I mean, as disgusting as this may seem, Sonny man is an instrument of God.
You're watching It's a Living, right here on Super 18, Wisconsin's Super Station.
No, I'm glad Doc's late. I couldn't come up with a good excuse of why I didn't watch her on the telethon.
I stayed up till 1:30, then I just couldn't watch anymore. There's something about Jack Klugman singing Feelings that doesn't work for me.
I gave up at about 2:15. Hey, did anybody notice as it got later and later, the animals up for adoption got uglier and uglier? Oh, I went to sleep when they started saying that this alligator with a bow around its neck would be perfect for the kids at Easter. Hi. Hey, Doc, how did it go last night?
You didn't see it?
I'm sorry, I faded.
None of you saw it.
No.
We're sorry.
Good, it was awful. What did we miss? Oh, it was about 3:15 in the morning, and I was supposed to be the next act. Then they asked me if I would mind letting Mason Reese go ahead of me because he had to catch a plane.
Mason Reese? Who's Mason Reese? Is he on television or in the movies?
He's in an old deviled ham commercial. Go ahead.
Anyways, I said it was okay, and then Mason goes out and sings, That's All.
That was your song.
I know that. So I had to come up with something else. I mean, it's not easy singing My Buddy to a pit bull.
A pit bull? Was he adopted?
No, some alligator with a bow around its neck ate him.
Ooh, Howard, some delivery guy just dropped this fishing pole off.
That's not mine. That's some custom job for deep sea fishing.
Oh, yeah? Well, the customers were very impressed when I carried it through the dining room. They figured the fish must be really fresh.
Oh, good. My fishing pole is here. Oh, isn't it a beauty?
What are you up to? There's no deep sea fishing in colonial Williamsburg.
Ah, but there is in Hawaii, and that's where I'm going on my fabulous vacation for one.
Hawaii? You didn't say anything about going fishing in Hawaii.
Well, I decided to surprise myself.
But you hate fish.
I hate little fish, like the ones in Oregon. I want a big fish. I want to hear the line screaming off the reel. I want to be strapped into a chair, and wrestle with nature for hours in the boiling sun. If you like, we can practice that last item at home.
Near you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm on a break.
Hello, Sonny.
Hey, Mr. Stillwell. Hey, how you feeling?
Just great, thanks to you. You're the most wonderful person I've ever met. Wish there was some way to express how much I feel for you.
Money? Is that a way?
All the money in the world can repay you for what you've done for me.
Sure it could. Now, 50 might be enough.
There's no way to put a value on what you do.
Well, actually, I didn't do a thing. It's the man upstairs who did everything. I'm just the guy behind the counter, you know what I mean?
Sonny, I was wondering if I could impose upon you to use your talents again and heal my sister-in-law.
I don't know. What does she look like?
Beg your pardon?
Okay, what's wrong with her?
She gets horrible cramps in her hands. It's very painful.
Hand pain, huh? I can give it a try. When would you like to bring her by?
Tomorrow night.
Doesn't give me a lot of time to get a date.
You're gonna bring a date?
Not gonna waste the opportunity. Figure I'll open with the story of your healing, sing Mac the Knife, heal your sister-in-law, and then close with my way. If there's a woman who can resist that, I wouldn't want to be with her anyway.
So you ready for your big night?
Oh, I don't know. Everything seems to be in place. Gorgeous date, sitting at the bar, waiting to be impressed. A woman with cramped hands at table 2, waiting to be healed. Something's keeping me from feeling good about all this.
What do you think it is, Sonny?
Well, to tell you the truth, I don't know if I can do this again. I'm not even sure I know what I did the first time.
You didn't do anything. He did it.
Well, what if he doesn't do it again?
Why do you think they call it faith healing? All right, if you're going to do this, Sonny, you're going to have faith. Like when Moses parted the Red Sea, or when David slew Goliath, or when Noah built that big ark. I mean, these guys had faith.
Yeah, but it was easy for them. They weren't trying to score. Ladies and gentlemen, how many of you thought you came to Above the Top this evening for its good food? And how many of you thought you came here for its fabulous musical entertainment? Thank you. Well, you're going to get all of that and more. Because tonight, I, Sonny Man, am going to lay hands on one Irene Stillwell and cure her of the muscular cramping she suffers. Irene, take a bow. I'd also like you to meet a very special lady friend of mine, Barbara Thaxter. Barbara. Yeah. I'm going to be laying hands on Barbara right after I cure Irene. But before the miraculous stuff begins, I'd like to set a musical tone. I was going to sing Jesus Christ Superstar, but I thought that might be putting the cart before the horse. So I'd like to start off this set with Mr. Wonderful.
Oh, Ginger, I'm making a list of all the souvenirs I'll be bringing back from Captain Cook's Isles.
Nancy, say Hawaii if you're going to Hawaii.
Why must I always play to the groundlings? Fine. You want I should bring you something back from the Big Fat Island?
Do they have diamonds in Hawaii?
I imagine.
Pearls.
More than likely.
That's 2 good choices. Surprise me.
1 coconut head bank for Ginger. Is there something I can bring you, Howard?
Leave me alone.
Isn't that the point of this whole vacation?
No reason we can't start early.
Oh, Howard, I hate to see you this way.
What way?
Pouty, like a bald little child.
I'm not happy.
Well, why ever not? You got what you wanted. You'll be roughing it in Oregon, and I'll be soaking up the Pacific sun in Kaanapali, doing a wiki-wiki dance and trying all those other things Hawaiian that have I's and K's in them.
What would you say if I said I'd rather be in Hawaii?
Oh, didn't W.C. Fields say that first?
He said Philadelphia, Nancy, and he was being sarcastic.
Oh, and you're being...
defeated.
Words that would warm any wife's heart. Well, lucky for you, I saw this coming. The plane reservations are for 2, as is the room in the hotel.
Pretty confident, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
What would you have done if I'd gone to Oregon fishing like I'd planned?
Well, perhaps I would have found a substitute. Ta Hawaii la, ta Hawaii wai la, ta Hawaii la, ta Hawaii wai la, ta Hawaii.
Ladies and gentlemen, sinners and sinettes. We've come to the part of the evening we've all been waiting for, especially those of you who can never get tickets to the Christmas show at the Crystal Cathedral. Irene Stillwell, come on down! You know, they say make a joyful noise unto the Lord, which I will do as I proceed to cure Irene of the muscular cramping she's experiencing in both hands.
Oh, this is like a bad Vegas act.
You were expecting a good Vegas act from Sonny?
Spotlight, please! Thank you. Is everybody ready? Let me hear you say yeah. One more time, say yeah. Don't worry, they're with us in spirit. All right, here we go. Give me a blade. He touched me. He put his hand in mine, and then he touched me. I felt a sudden tingle when he touched me. Ooh, a sparkle, a glow. Anything yet? He knew it. It wasn't accidental. No, he knew it. Can you do this? His mother tried to tell me so all through it. Can you do this? He knew it. Can you do this? You didn't sin today, did you? He touched me. He touched me. I think you ought to see a doctor. Sorry. And suddenly, nothing is the
Oh, my aching feet. You wouldn't be able to help me with that, would you, Sonny?
Get away.
Look, I'm sure you don't feel any worse than Jim Baker.
Go ahead, Ginger, take a shot.
Nope, too easy. Night, God.
Amy, you've always been a sympathetic ear.
Not really.
What happened?
Sonny, I don't know. I'd have to say that the first time when you cured Mr. Stillwell, you acted on impulse without any self-serving notions, and God was there for you.
So you think there's a chance maybe he'll be there for me again?
No way. He is a wrathful and unforgiving God with a terrible swift sword. You blew it big.